It's so kind.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Always good to have something for future reference.
Sure, perfect.
So the first thing I generally do as soon as I start the system, no matter what, I start a connection test just to see
Él
that
siempre hace una
everything is
conexión de test.
communicating.
Siempre hace una conexión un test de conexión. Okay. Siempre
Exactly,
hace test de
yes.
conexión. Okay.
And then once everything is green here, I
Cuando todo está
will then
verde,
use
okay.
the starburst icon here to initialize all, or F6
Y
on
se
the
inicia
keyboard.
todo con ese botón.
And everything will begin to initialize.
Okay. Se inicia todo con el botón que pichó.
And these errors are relating to the laser safety box that comes with the scanner.
Okay,
so they're
están
so for,
relacionados con el laser safety box, los errores. Okay.
Mhm. And usually this is to be used in the case of emergency. So there's usually if there's a pilot, another pilot flying underneath you whilst you're firing, that's when you'll use this. For now, it's okay that we have it on. We wouldn't necessarily want to just fire while ground testing for safety purposes, so we can leave it on. But just be sure if you do see this on a production mission to address it and then accept and clear. Because
si lo llegamos a ver, tenemos que aceptarlo, ¿cierto?
Yeah.
Si lo ven en una misión, sí hay que aceptarlo. Ahorita lo voy a dejar desconectado. Okay, so in a mission, we push that button, or what exactly we have to
in
do
a mission?
In a mission?
You'll either, there's actually three ways the laser safety box is tripped. So the button, if it's depressed, it will be active and therefore prevent you from firing. If the key on the side is turned to off, it will be active also and prevent you from firing. And if there's any connectivity issues with the cable, it will be active by default.
Okay, but so you mean the red big button in here and
so you can twist it to release. Yeah.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Lo volteamos y lo. Okay. I think it's released now. Yes.
Perfect. And then another thing to check is on the side, you can check the key to see if it's on off.
But one question: when it's released, it's off. It's okay.
It's off. Yeah. So the laser will be able to fire.
Oh, it will be able to be turned on, and then in emergency, I just push, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Una emergencia lo espicha, lo deja así lo maneja. Tiene que estar suelto para que funcione. Sí. Okay. The laser on the LED in here, they are off, both of them.
Yes, they only come on when you are firing the laser actively.
Okay. Solo se prenden cuando se está usando el láser. Okay. Perfect. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and the other thing to check too, on the side, there's a key.
So we leave it released all the time.
Yes, until an emergency.
Until an emergency. Yeah. Okay.
And also, it's good to check the key on the side as well to see
in
if
on position. On position.
In the on position. Perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So we can clear these errors.
Vamos a limpiar los errores.
And generally, you will, at this point, create a laser configuration. Usually this is done prior. So for just the demonstration purposes, I will just create a laser configuration. So I'll put on a test program.
But we don't have to do that all the time. It will be just be done once. Okay.
Yeah, you can set, absolutely. You can set this in advance. There's an import button here to just import something from a plan that you've already done.
¿Está claro todo? Okay.
And in a little bit, I'll be showing how to create
from reparameter,
defaults.
right? From reparameter,
exactly.
You import. Okay. See.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'll be also showing how to make defaults. So if you have configurations that you like, then you can set them.
Nos va a enseñar a hacer
They're available every time.
Okay.
Exactly.
Para que estén disponibles.
Okay. And then we can simply click Apply All. This will send the configuration to the 780. and you'll
Ahí va a
see it
prender.
update here.
Okay. Now will
So it's
be
good
turn on.
to check. Exactly, yeah.
Okay. Ahí prendió.
Now, at the moment, we don't have synchronization with the GPS. I think we did earlier, maybe when we were reconnecting some things.
Okay. No tiene sincronización con el GPS en el momento.
Yeah, so presently.
Porque les conectamos el GPS. Okay, well, no, wait. Let us fix that. One second.
Sure, no worries.
Okay. ¿Qué es lo que hay que hacer atrás, Eduardo? Déjenlo andando. ¿Ahí está apagado esto? Okay. We are going to disconnect it from the system and put it in the router. That's okay now, right? Should be okay.
I'll stand by here and then
Okay.
we can just
Ya,
await the connection test.
Como lo teníamos. Este negro va para allá, para el router. Ahí se nos fue, quedó rojo, Ahí debería arrancar otra vez. Ahí quedó rojo. ¿Sí quedó bien ahí? ¿Debería arrancar solo o toca? Now, should be reinitiate or something, or?
Oh, yeah, we will. I'm just awaiting the all green.
Que tienen que esperar. Él solo se hace. Pero ya quedó conectado como debe ser. Ok. ¿Están titilando todas o no? No están titilando. No están titilando de Juan Mario. ¿Será el cable rojo que está chimbo o qué? No. No, porque estaba cogiendo ahorita. Ok, ya. Ya cogió. Ok.
All right. So now we can initialize once more, and hey, we have GPS.
Ya tenemos GPS. Bien.
Let's see about the synchronization. We have our antenna. I wonder. Let's pause.
And I spoke to Rene. He said, say hello to Travis from Tracker, remember?
Oh, yeah, I spoke with him just last week.
Yeah, he said that because he was trying to configure the Tracker. He said everything looks to be okay, but because he was not able to connect to the laser. So he told us that tell you that we have an old POS postal V system that needs to turn on the UDP, turn on and off the UDP. That's all.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Now let me see if then there must be synchronization. So it's connecting via UDP. Usually external. I can compare this with some other of our configurations. So external GPS, first 232.
That's the way it has to be all the time, right?
Yeah, I just want to see why the scanner itself is not synchronizing. So let me
Está viendo porque no está sincronizando.
A quick screenshot. Of course, I can always reference back. Okay. GPGA is usually what is used. Yes,
Ahí nos
first.
mandó el screenshot también.
Sorry for creating so many projects.
Okay, yeah. We are really behind.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Okay. Sync status. We might be diving back into some more troubleshooting, if that's okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Ay, diablo. ¿Ah? ¿De hueso o qué? Ah, ok. Sí, formato, el external formato. Ahí se está poniendo el estándar. ¿Qué chingada leído? Bárbaro.
Yes. And with the way the scanner is connected, it's a for the IMU, is it simply the sync cable going from the POS?
Okay.
Would you be able to show the camera the connection?
The connection of the camera, do you want to say it?
Yeah, I'd like to just see the IMU connection to the scanner, if that's okay.
Yeah, the IMU connection to the scanner is, yeah, 1 second.
Sure. Yeah, no
Aquí le
worries.
pongo. Aquí está. This is the IMU,
Okay.
and it is connected right now to the system in the back, right here.
Okay, I see. And then could you show me the ports on the scanner as well? On the very top?
On the very top of the scanner, yes.
Yeah.
Que le mostremos and what in the very top, which part, in the front, or what do you want to check?
Yeah, the front would be good. Oh, I guess where the ports are, just to see the ports.
Yes.
Might be difficult. I think the ports might be on the bottom actually. Sorry.
Yo puedo ponerse ya.
Uh,
A ver si podemos verlos. A ver. 1
there
second.
they are. There they are. Okay, so we currently don't
Can
have
you check
sync
them?
there. Okay, yes, I see. Perfect. Thank you. That's good.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So that's positive. First positive.
Ya veo que será
First
positivo.
positive.
Tome. Ahí foto. Esta parte es clave. Como debe quedar configurado.
Okay. So the putty. see what the
Y el rojo todavía está rojo. Es lo que está arreglando ahorita, lo del botón rojo. Es pura configuración del escáner, ¿no? Mm. Pero lo que dijo René ayer es que él se puede saber que es una caja negra, que no se puede como meter uno ahí. Por eso es que lo están cambiando acá a estándar o alguna cosa así. Me imagino.
Three 9600. Okay.
Say it again?
Oh, I'm just talking to myself.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ya eso está como andando, ¿no? Ah, I don't understand what you are doing, but it looks good.
Thank you. GPS. So it's set to GPTGA. So I need to set this now to 5.
Cambia la configuración del escáner, no del GPS, ¿cierto? Si nosotros cambiamos pues, de GPS por el otro, también va a funcionar.
Stern GPS RS-232. Perfect. Zero. No.
Yes. Wow. Mírenlo. Okay.
So I'm rebooting now. I
Yeah.
was just changing the input, what it expects for synchronization. There's different formats. I'm changing this to the expected Aplonix POS format rather than just GPGGA, which is what we usually use.
Okay.
So after this
por el GPG no
reboot,
se queda Planix.
I'll reconnect and see if it is now behaving as it should. Yeah, synchronizing, exactly.
Ah, de ellos, claro. Ah, ok. Ok. Ya, sí. Claro, este ya lo devolvió y lo puso con la planta. Sí, no, nosotros no vamos a poder hacer eso jamás. No, ChatGPT, trate de otra manera. So I don't think we could do this with ChatGPT either.
Oh, probably not. Probably not yet. See what else was different. Date of birth, GPS sequence. This. I know. I believe.
Ya arranco. Ya arranco.
This must also be updated.
También tiene que hacer un update a eso, a la secuencia. No sé si la secuencia o qué será eso. Pero lo va a actualizar también.
What's I doing before? It was make sure I have everything. Yes, trigger level.
La foto es clave. Tómela ahí si quiere, Dieguito. Pero ya la mandé yo, ya la tomé. Listo.
Negative edge, and we are currently set for positive. So this must be changed to.
¿Ah? Sigue rojo. Siéntese, Eduardo, ¿no? Sí. Una clara ya.
It's going to be RS-232.
A 232 lo pasó a entonces puerto serial.
Just for future reference, I'll save this as. Seems like we get some troubleshooting expertise before the training.
Ah, ya. Troubleshooting, antes del entrenamiento, algo, un troubleshooting, una sesión.
Okay.
Ya, listo. Ya lo puse ahí, 780 WI.
The about re-entering our old project.
Abrió nuestro proyecto.
Let's see. Oh, do I have two projects open maybe?
Sí, tiene dos proyectos ahí, parece. Ah, nosotros teníamos uno, no.
Mm-hmm. For now, it's just pin that.
Está en UDP, ahí, ¿cierto? Ya.
Mm-hmm. It may have been still saving the previous settings.
Te sigue salvando los settings de antes, los de antes.
So let's see.
O sea, como que sigue salvando los parámetros que tenía anteriormente.
Oh.
Ahí está en el escáner, ¿cierto? Haciéndole harta configuración a la vaina.
Okay.
Se va a poner a factory settings porque no está, para quitar lo que tenía.
So I just restarted it via the Linux machine that's running on board, waiting for it to come back.
Está restaurando la máquina en Linux. Sí, como está en Linux allá adentro. Entonces lo está como reseteando.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah.
So now it's actually rebooting. Yeah.
Sí, te está traduciendo. We could translate that for you.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, timeout.
Y como está en español,
Oh, not telling that. Whoops. Let's see. That. Oh. We'll time out again.
Okay.
My other thought is we could have it synchronized via UDP, but that's not ideal. There must be something else going on with how POSTRAC is providing the Aplonix data. So on this machine, well, I guess it's another machine on the network that's handling the POS. Is that correct? It's a.
¿Cuál está manejando el POS? ¿Cuál maneja el POS? ¿Qué máquina maneja el POS? The remote.
Okay, I see. Perfect. Okay.
Ya lo cogió. Ahora, a ver.
There we go. At least we're able to initialize now. Strangely, yeah, I'm not seeing a synchronization. We have our PPS counter going up.
Te sale.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to get Renee on the phone.
Really? Okay, I will.
I mean,
I
it's it
will.
for now for the purposes of the training, I can simply set this option to allow acquisition without GPS synchronization. But yeah, I've set everything on the scanner according to how Renee had configured it here. But it still doesn't want to synchronize. So maybe there's something on the side of the POS that could be
Algo del lado
afoot.
del pozo ave. We believe it's a PP in a Planix. In there, in the time tag, in the time tag, ¿en cuál? In time
Yeah,
tag, it is a Planix PP CTR.
PPCTR. See then.
CTR, PP STR, the first one.
I see. Okay. Well, we'll try this real quick and see if it.
Vamos a ver si
baud rate.
lo va a tratar a ver si funciona. ¿Y ya?
Yeah, still doesn't seem to. Oh wait, well.
Yeah, it worked. Oh,
We're getting a timing. It still says no synchronization. Oh wait. Oh wait. What? Well, this is just simply the conversion. So we're looking for PPS timing. We don't seem to be receiving PPS. We can check if.
¿Funcionó? Ah, pero si está bien ese ahí, mire. ¿Sí? Pero si era el PCTR o no. Ese sí es PCTR. Okay. Oh, yeah, got it.
Perfect. Woo-wee. That
Yeah,
was.
Chino.
Hey, we had to cooperate.
This guy knew it and didn't want to tell us.
All right, perfect.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
So let me disable that acquisition without synchronization option. And
Okay.
now.
Debería aparecer ya.
Whew.
Wow.
He's still my beating heart. Oh my goodness.
My goodness, my too.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, verde, green. Everything is green now.
Everything is green. That's what we want. That's what we want. Perfect.
Okay.
So back to where we were. You can assign your laser configuration and apply here. Okay. Also, as you might have seen, this housekeeping page can be useful to check a few things. I know you guys were asking about a few things with regards to like scanner on time, laser on time, things like this can be found here. So it's just the overall help. You can also see the voltage and temperature too.
Muestra la temperatura, muestra todo. Por ejemplo, la temperatura es importante porque le muestra la temperatura. Until what temperature the scanner can be allowed? What the highest temperature it could be working with?
I believe it's around 55 Celsius is where
50
things
degrees
start to be difficult.
55, okay. 55 grados Celsius, lo máximo.
Yeah. Of course, working in 55 Celsius would be very unpleasant too.
Sí, que no es chévere, no es chévere. Probablemente, yeah, wouldn't be very nice. Probably in the desert of Sahara.
Exactly.
Okay.
And this option here, atmospheric parameter, this is an optional thing that can be done in acquisition. You can mark down what the conditions outside are, but this is not required.
Okay, no es
this is
requerido,
usually,
pero ahí le muestra.
Yeah. Usually you would use this if you're flying very, very high.
Si volamos muy alto, esto se usa.
Yeah, so this would help correct for basically displacement of the laser through the atmosphere.
Okay, so if we fly very, very high, what does it mean? How many meters AGL or so?
I would say around starting maybe 3,000. which is very
Wow,
high.
yeah,
So
más de
yeah,
3,000 metros sobre la tierra. Entonces usted
yeah.
mete eso. So if there's 3,000, what would we change in there?
You could put in the specific conditions at
Ah,
the
ok,
time of
ok.
flight.
Ah, la pone
So
aquí. Si va a ser
yeah,
de 3,000.
usually at the start and end is what I would do. So you'd put in the height you're at presently, the temperature outside, the humidity, and pressure.
Okay, okay. But for the regular conditions, we just leave it like it is right now. We don't touch it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay. No cambiamos nada, sino hacer unas condiciones muy especiales, muy extremas. Va uno, se mete y los cambia.
All right. So first, I'd like to, and you may already be familiar with the windows here in Riacquire, but I'd just like to give an overview.
Va a ser un
So
overview del Riacquire.
yes. So
Okay.
the messages tab here just shows the present statuses.
Aquí muestra los mensajes, cómo está el estatus de todo.
It's always good in the course of acquisition to just check for any red warnings.
Buscar si hay algo red, una advertencia roja, se pone roja.
At the very start, there always will be some warnings that appear.
Al
These can
principio
be
algo se pone
ignored.
rojo, después ya se pone. Okay. Ajá.
And then on the right-hand side, we have our specific devices. So here we have our INS GPS. It's going to be just telling us the present conditions of our position.
Ahí muestra la posición INS.
And I do, personally, I like to put in some more information here, which I can show you quickly. We'll touch more on this environment settings here in a bit.
Ya le gusta en los environment poner algo de información.
But through here, I like to also add PDOP and yaw accuracy, just so I have an idea for quality of the data as I'm acquiring.
Eso es clave, foto. Okay, so but we only have to change it right now, and it will be set up like this for the next missions, right? It's not like every mission I have to mark that. Okay.
No. Okay. So this would always be set no matter what.
Okay. Ahí ya lo va a dejar así, pero así es como debe estar. Foto. ¿Le tomo foto? Tengo ahí para tomar foto.
And similarly, I also like to mark down the voltage at the scanner.
Okay,
just
esa
so
también.
I can see
ahí la última.
if there's any drop in voltage.
Por si hay una baja de voltaje, que le avise.
And let's see, laser status is also nice to see if accidentally the laser safety box is engaged and you begin firing. Laser status will still be off, so it'll be a quick way to check.
Okay. Esa es la última.
Yeah, so for the GPS, it's always good to check your PDOP to see if it's very high. Usually around 3 is when I would be worried.
Okay. Si está muy alto, también le va a marcar ahí.
And generally, of course, PDOP, if it's very high, then the orientation of satellites in the sky is not favorable.
Okay, si está muy alto, de pronto la orientación de los satélites en el cielo puede ser no favorable.
Yes.
Okay.
And then next for the yaw accuracy, this will be resolved with dynamics, but if you do ever see it like so, where it is orange, perform a quick S turn or even a figure 8, and it should resolve.
Okay. So if I move the antenna right now, it will be resolved?
Oh no, this would be on the IMU, so the actual system.
Okay.
So you would need to shake it.
Yeah, no. Better not to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Eso es en el mismo, pues, si te muestra orange, en el vuelo de pronto le pone orange, pero vuelve y se pone normal, debe ser.
Exactly, yeah. And next we have our laser config. We kind of touched on this a bit earlier. This is good to just check to see if it's what you intend to collect with.
Esa es la configuración del láser. Okay.
Yes, and then you have the minimum range of scan line and maximum range. So this is good as another sanity check, so to speak, to see if you are getting returns where you expect them based on your flight.
Okay. But this range, that's what the software is showing you that it is working, right? That the range is okay for, okay. Eso se lo muestra.
And
You don't have to input anything in there, just for information.
no,
Okay.
just information, yeah. And the main one I always look at is range readings. So
más
this is
importante.
out of
Range
the
reading.
expected returns, it's the percentage that come back.
Ahí está mostrando cuánto está cogiendo de puerta. Como en el otro le mostraba a usted que como la pérdida, pero aquí le está mostrando al contrario. No le va a mostrar la pérdida, sino le va a mostrar es cuánto está cogiendo. Antes le mostraba 5%, aquí le va a mostrar 95%. ¿Sí? Lo que está cogiendo es lo que está perdiendo.
Yes, so generally you want this to be at or above 90%.
Arriba del 90% lo quiere. Para que no pierda más del 10%, ¿no?
Yeah.
Es al contrario, exactamente.
Yeah. It might dip if you fly over water or a very difficult to see surface like newly poured asphalt, but it's good to contextualize
Si va por agua, vuela sobre agua, seguramente se va a perder, como en el otro. Pero me muestra al contrario, no el 10, sino el 90, lo que está cogiendo. Okay.
Perfect. And then the amplitude is also good as well to keep in mind, mainly the maximum. So if this goes very high, say above 80, I would say, then you might have scanned something very reflective, like a prism on the ground.
Okay. Si esto le marca más de 80, es que, por ejemplo, está escaneando algo muy reflectivo en la tierra.
Yeah, but if it's consistently high or consistently very, very low, so below, 5, then that could be something to look at too.
Okay. Si está muy abajo de 5, por ejemplo, también es para ver si...
And then finally, the power supply, just as long as it stays within 20 to 24, everything is okay.
Entre 20 y 24, eso está bien, el voltaje que le está llegando. Si se le baja o se le sube, pues miércoles, de pronto puede joder el láser. Que le marque entre 20 y 24. 20 and 24, right?
Yep.
Sí.
Yep.
20 a 24. Listo. Okay.
All right. And then on the left-hand side, we have our project window. So this is going to show how our project is set up, as well as the records as we collect them. So we'll see this update here shortly.
Okay. Ahorita nos explica.
And finally, we have the view inspector. This can be helpful when wanting to observe different aspects of your collection. I can show a bit more of this on my screen after.
Okay. De hecho, nos va a mostrar que es como para ver lo que está, es inspector de lo que está pasando. Pero después nos va a mostrar ahí como un ejemplo en su pantalla.
And finally, we have all of our views. You'll likely, favor one or two of these. But starting with the most used, in my opinion,
Estas son
is
las
the top
diferentes
view.
vistas que muestras. Sí. Okay.
And so for the top view, this is just going to be showing your position and your swaths overall.
Le
So you
muestra su
can see
posición,
what you're collecting. Yeah.
lo que está colectando, dónde está. Pero eso lo muestra en el tracker. You can see that in the tracker system, right? In the flight software.
Yeah. This is the main difference here is being able to see the swath. So you'll see green swath showing what you've collected.
Okay. Que le muestra aquí verde lo que está colectando.
Yeah.
Manchera, ¿no? En el otro le muestra por donde está volando el avioncito. En este le muestra lo que está cogiendo. Sí, le muestra el líder que está barriendo. Sí.
Right on. Perfect.
It can classify the LiDAR as well, automatically.
Oh, I wish.
Ground and not ground.
I mean, you can at least see, some values here. You can see reflectance or height differences.
Okay, puede ver muchas diferencias, como que está muy reflectivo.
Usually I see people use single color because it's very easy. You see a green swath and you can see edge to edge.
Okay, one question. Pero esta es la reflectiva, ¿no? Okay, one question. He's asking me in the amplitude, what would be the percentage, the acceptable percentage in that field? In the green one, which is the amplitude?
Yes. Yeah, I would say
Diría que
around
entre
5 to 20 is usually what you expect.
entre 5 y 20. 5 to 20 is okay. Okay.
Yeah, I have a checklist as well that can be helpful. Of course, it might
Okay.
need
Tiene
some
un checklist.
translating, but
Yeah, sure.
but it does have
Mira, aquí tiene
some
checklist.
recommended numbers.
Ahí tiene unos números que recomienda. Okay. And you will send us that checklist as well?
Yeah, I can
Okay.
I can send it now actually.
Que nos la va a mandar ya.
Yeah.
Esa no la leemos, la
So,
mete en ChatGPT y la traduce y se la lees.
around 5 to 20.
Entre 5 y 20, ahí está. Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so let's start with a bit of the workflow and then we can talk on
Va a
some
empezar
more
con el
aspects.
workflow, como va el trabajo, como en el flujo de trabajo.
Yeah. So after having applied your laser configuration, you
Después de
will
aplicar la
then
configuración del láser,
begin your static.
va a mirar cómo están
And now that was clicking the
satélites.
globe with the green circle.
Ajá.
And after this, we can start a countdown and wait for 5 minutes.
Ok, puede hacer eso,
Yeah.
ese por 5 minutos lo espera para ver un chequeo.
And the main reason this is done is actually for processing. It establishes a good coverage of satellites.
Ajá, ajá.
So
that you do that when
yeah.
you are on land with the plane on before taking off, right?
Exactly, yes.
Eso
Exactly.
lo hace antes de despegar. Ese es el chequeo que hace. Que pasen 5 minuticos, para que cojan todos sus satélites, todas sus vainas. Lo que hace siempre.
Yes. And then after 5 minutes have passed, you can click finish here. I'm not going to wait the full 5 minutes.
Okay. Después de que pasan 5 minutos, escucha terminar el botón, pero espera, le hace el chequeo después de que pasen 5 minutos.
I can just skip.
Okay.
And now you will see we are in working logging.
Y ahí está en el log de trabajo, en la pantalla de trabajo.
Exactly, yes. So now the workflow would be to take off and then get to your area of interest and then usually perform an S turn or figure 8.
Yeah, hace una S como siempre antes de llegar. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And then usually what I do as soon as I get to altitude with where I am planning to collect, I'll move the scanner into the working state, which is maybe different than you might be used to because there's now 3 states.
A la altura de cuando va a entrar, before you just entering the line of line, right?
Exactly.
You make the S, and then you adjust the lidar for the altitude.
So you would just simply move the scanner into the initialized state by starting.
Okay. Ahí pone inicializar el escáner, pero creo que eso no nos toca. Tracker, I don't think Tracker asked you to do that, right? So just it's done automatically.
Yes. So the reason I do this is so there isn't a warm-up time because the mirror must begin spinning.
Okay.
And the laser must begin.
Para que se caliente el láser. But in Tracker, you usually configure what you configure is the record device, not the laser. The laser is on from the moment you turn it on before probably 5 minutes before you start the flight line.
Yeah, that's the same idea. So if Tracker is handling this, it's no problem. So generally, the difference with the BQ780 versus the LMS Q680, for instance, is now there is a interceding state between initialized and working logging. So between ready to fire and recording.
Antes de empezar a tomar, hay una diferencia con el otro, and the difference is that you have to make exactly what.
So the different state now, you have the ready to fire, firing but not recording, and then firing and recording.
Listo para tomar. disparando y no grabando, y disparando y grabando. Okay. You have to do that manually, or
yeah, just at the start. So at the very start, and then after this, Tracker will handle the changing.
Okay. And where is the button that you press for each one of these 3 states?
So for this right here, this is presently just initialized, ready to fire. But if I click this button, it will begin preparing, and then it will be firing, but not recording.
Okay. Con ese botón empieza a prepararlo para que empiece a. So would you show us the button once again?
I'll be right here.
Okay, that one, you press that button like how long before you start firing the LiDAR?
I would say basically after your S turn.
Cuando hace la S antes de entrar. Okay, you press that when you make the yes turn, and then what?
And then after this, you should be able to select your lines in snapshot. Okay. And it will move the state automatically for you.
Ok, y después entonces presiona su línea en el tracker. Pero esa es la diferencia, que usted tiene que espichar este botón cuando está haciendo la S, antes de entrar. ¿Por qué? Porque el 680 de una arranca. No, primero viene el estado donde está apagado, donde lo prende, antes de que empiece a tomar, para que algo pasa ahí que se calienta o algo, y luego sí empieza a tomar grabando. ¿Sí? O sea, tienes que espichar esto cuando está haciendo la S, punto. Okay. So the only thing to care about is, okay, you start flying, and you turn on the scanner like 4 or 5 minutes before you start the flight line. Then you press this button when you are doing the yes, just right before entering the line. And then you just start flying the line, and Tracker will just turn on and off the recording, right?
Exactly.
That would
be.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
And of course, if this doesn't happen for whatever reason, Tracker doesn't start the scanner, you can always move it up manually with this button here.
Con este lo puede hacer manual. Okay.
And this will begin logging. Oh, we don't have any data storage. That's okay. Let me look at. Oh, maybe we. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
It left a little bit.
Yeah, use capacity. Huh.
Acaba de hacerle la configuración al recorder. It left to configure the recorder, right?
It should be set to automatic.
Okay, it's automático.
Okay, it looks like it's recording now.
Ya está grabando.
And now you see it shows automatically HD2.
Sí. Oh, yeah, it turns on that. Ya se prendió. ¿Vio?
Perfect.
Okay.
But this
and
is
now,
only
what is the power right now? What is the power right now? Is it normal power, or is it just for testing power?
Oh, this is a pretty normal voltage that I've seen.
Okay.
No,
I mean the laser. The laser is right now.
Oh, this is on low power, so it's a safety precaution. Okay, yeah, 0.5%. It's very low.
Okay, yeah. So the people from the building, like 4 blocks from here, will not get blind.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. ¿Cómo lo puso sabe cómo lo puso en test o no? ¿Ya sabe? ¿Ya se la pilló? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Perfect. All right. No worries. So at this point, you'll mainly be working within PostTrack, just selecting your lines, directing the pilot, and so on. I would like to do a brief overview of the views that we have here, the 4.
Va a explicarnos esos 4.
Like I mentioned,
we have todo igual que con Tracker. Todo igual. Lo único es el botoncito ese por ahora. Cuando está haciendo la S, para calentarse. Uy, yo no me acuerdo cuál le mostró. Eso. Sí, exacto. No, ya que ahí, ya porque ya de ahí. Una vez que lo espicha, no tiene que hacer nada más.
All right. And yeah, so we have our top view. You can sort of see our trajectory. It's drifting a little bit because we're sitting still, which is normal. But usually this will follow your flight track like you might expect.
Eso le muestra como el tracker, pero la dirección y la cosa en donde va.
And like I mentioned earlier, this is showing our swaths. And at the end of the project, it can provide you some idea of what your data should be covering and if you missed anything, any gaps.
Al final del proyecto le puede mostrar qué cubrió para ver si le faltó algo o no. De coberturas, de una vez, inmediato, se la pilla. So you can check if there is any gap with that one, right?
Exactly.
Sí, ahí puede mirar si hay un hueco.
And another thing a lot of our users do is they import area objects or KMLs or things into this top view. It's fairly easy
usted puede
to do.
importar un KML aquí.
Yeah.
Entonces le importa el KML de la zona y le va a ver su zona, el polígono y ve cómo le va quedando.
And this
how do you import that one?
Oh, so it would be under project. And then either import area objects or import route objects.
En uno de los dos. Route o area. En de área.
Yeah.
¿Listo? Ya está claro. Y esto está chévere. Hay que aprenderlo a manejar bien. We saw there is an option to download the base map or upload to the base map, right? Is that where?
Yes. So this would be in the environment settings.
And environment settings.
So that then you have some cache here. So you can see basically a street view map. So it'll show you what roads you're flying. Yeah.
Que le puede mostrar qué rutas, qué calles está volando. Okay. Mírelo, ahí lo está viendo.
There's another map that can be imported. It's a digital elevation model.
El sistema de elevación lo puede importar también. Ese sistema de elevación también lo puede importar.
And this also can help with visualization. Yeah.
Ese puede ayudar también para visualización. Okay.
Yeah, so for this, I could even start the download for you as well if we have
lo puede bajar, mira,
like FTP. But you can use this FTP here. So I will create a quick note.
Okay. Ahí no lo está bajando a nosotros de una vez, okay. Ahí no lo está bajando de una vez.
So this is where you could download all of this data.
Okay, ahí donde pueden bajar. Can I see the screen back? 1 second.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, eso. It's okay, thank you.
Absolutely, no problem.
Okay.
And this can be downloaded and unpacked here, and then just click reinitialize, and it will
ahí lo mete y reinicializa.
Cover in red. Everything will turn red here on land.
Y se va a poner rojo.
Mm-hmm. All right, and next for the profile view, this will just be taking, a profile. So looking straight on, it'll take a very thin swath and show it edge to edge. So this would be good for checking for clouds or atmospherics, things like that. You can sort of see what the data looks like.
Sorry, so it shows like the flight line actually, or?
Oh no, it's think of it as like so the plane is flying this way, the camera in this case, or the view is from this way, and it's taking a thin line and just showing you all of the points underneath.
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
So you can like know what will be the density of the points per square meter or something if it is according to the project.
You can get a fairly decent idea of whether or not. Mainly, the way I've seen profile view is used is that you can see if points are going below trees. So you can see the tops of the trees and then below the trees.
Ok, aquí usted puede darse cuenta. No, I got it. Aquí usted se da cuenta, por ejemplo, en una zona que tenga muchos árboles, si los puntos están llegando al piso o no. But, okay, because the x axis shows you if they are getting to the ground up to the bottom, right? Is that
exactly?
Is that okay.
Exactly.
Usted ve los puntos y si le llegan hasta acá es que están pegando en el piso. Okay. Wow. Nice.
And the chase view is the same sort of view, but instead it's behind the plane. So we have our plane and then the view here, and then you can see swath edge to edge.
Okay, esta es detrás del avión y que puede ver de lado a lado. No bien, pero okay. No. So the first one is with the profile view you can check whether the points are hitting the ground, and for this for the chase, then it will show you exactly. I didn't get it.
The swap
from behind.
It's the same. It's the same as the profile, but showing from behind now instead of from the side.
Okay, que esta le muestra desde atrás en vez de al lado. ¿Sí? ¿Se lo entiende? Sí. Ah, ok, en 3D esa vaina. Ok, got it. Oh, wow. Wow, sí. Esa la de perfil y esta la ve desde atrás. Okay. Wow, impressive.
And the SOX view is similar to Ride Startup if you've used this, but essentially it's showing the range, the overall range. So the x-axis is the range from the bottom of the scanner.
Okay, le muestra el rango desde la parte de abajo del escáner.
Yeah.
In meters, okay.
So usually I see most people do something like so.
Okay, que usa solamente dos. Ya. Usted usa solamente dos, que son las que le gustan. Estas son las más chéveres, porque usted está viendo si le están llegando los puntos al piso y lo ve detrás. Exacto. Y los puntos que le están llegando. Usted coge dos. Okay, perfect.
But if ever you want to bring up all these windows again, you can just select the window tile option.
Aquí la trae, window tile. Okay. Press it.
And then,
okay.
Here they are again, actually.
Okay, ahí están.
Yeah.
Ahí se las arregla. Y hay una que tenía range y se las arregla.
Also, if you have another monitor, you can pop out the window.
Okay. Sí.
So you can drag this wherever you like.
Ahí hay otra que la trae que mire, usted puede jugar con ella y la pone donde quiera en la pantalla. Ahorita es jugar con eso. Okay. I have to play around a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of fun options, especially the top view. You can see there are quite a few different things you can do, especially if you are using profile or chase. You can also show the profile section in the view here. So you can see a red line where you're collecting, and then it shows you the profile. So
le muestra una línea roja donde está colectando y le muestra también lo que le falta, pues, ¿sí? Toca jugar con eso, ¿no? Eso lo podemos poner en modo para jugar después, en la oficina, para que él de entrene en la oficina, en tierra, despichando todo. So if let's say, okay, after this meeting, let's say tomorrow, this guy who is the camera operator wants to play a little bit with this, we can just turn the laser and we doing what we are doing with the software and try to play around a little bit.
Yeah. And you can even make changes to defaults just through the environment settings.
Y le puede cambiar a los cosas aquí.
So you can change all of these settings as you like.
Okay. Y puede cambiarle todos los settings ahí. Toca jugar con eso y leer manual.
I have some videos that I'd like to share too.
Nos va a dar unos videos también. No, videos very good.
Yeah. Let's see if I can copy them. Maybe they're a little large, so maybe they'll take a while. I can maybe share with you a link.
Well, 9 minutes, perfect. You got my email?
Oh yeah. I'll do this instead. I'll email you the videos so you can review them.
Nos va a mandar por email. Okay, thank you,
Yeah, absolutely.
Muy querido.
But now, after, let's say that we are done collecting in our area, we
Después
can
de que
now
terminamos de colectar.
begin the process of returning home.
Entonces nos devolvemos a la casa.
So one thing I like to do, if I did encounter any sort of issues in the flight for whatever reason, I like to come into the records tab under projects and make sure that I have
a ver si hubo
data.
algún problema con los datos. Cuando está en el avión, todavía usted puede chequear eso ahí.
So here you can expand to see if you have RXPs. And let me,
ahí está viendo los datos, los archivos.
Yeah. And let me see if I can expand.
Usted mira que estén ahí, ¿sí?
Take me, there we go.
Okay, so you will get a list of the flight lines, one file per flight line, or how does it work?
Yeah, it'd be one file per flight line, so you can.
Sí,
I expanded the window a little bit.
Okay.
Just trying to
todos los
expand
archivos
a bit
de las
further.
líneas, ¿no? Para mirar que estén todos completos.
So you can also see the file sizes.
Mira, ahí los tamaños de los archivos se los muestra. Ahí.
So with this, you can check if the file sizes make sense. Usually, you will want.
Que los tamaños, usted sabe cuánto debe pesar el archivo, y si uno que está muy flaquito, pues está raro. Okay.
And for instance, on this line, there was an issue logging the data momentarily, so you can make a note.
Okay. But I see two folders: the record 1 and record 2. Record 1 is one flight line, and the other one is another flight line, or how it is?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Sí. Cada uno es una línea.
And we'll say record 1, I had an issue or something that I would like to record.
Sí.
So I
se puede poner notas
aquí.
Se puede poner notas.
Create a note and say,
Escribe una nota en el vuelo, dice cualquier vaina que quiera escribir, oiga, esta línea no, revisar esto, no sé qué joda. Clouds, ¿sí? Por ejemplo, refly. Volar, nubes, volar, revolar. Okay. Sí, que hay mucha nube, ahí toma noticas. ¿Cómo llegó allá? No me acuerdo. A la línea, le da clic derecho y le sale notas,
And then once I'm happy with all of my records here, I can move the scanner out of the working state. So stop all scanner.
Stop. Se espicha después de que usted ya está contento y con todo que quedó bien. O sea, cuando está saliendo, usted para el escáner aquí. Exacto. Okay, and you stop the scanner, meaning it will be off, or it will be just not recording?
Not firing or recording. Sometimes I see people also stand by the scanner at this stage.
También le puede poner pausarlo. Okay, but one question: when it is, I don't want to waste the scanner, like having it on and firing without getting to the darkest zone, because that way I will waste the life of the scanner. So when it is on this mode, it is not wasting the scanner. I mean, it's not firing.
Exactly. Yes. So when it shows initialized here, it's not firing. It's not recording. It's just presently on. Basically, it's like leaving on a computer that's doing nothing.
So we can keep it while we get to the zone all the flight long.
Yeah. So until you get there, you can just leave it in the initialized state, like so.
Okay. Lo puede dejar en el estado inicializado y no está grabando, ni lo está gastando, ni está disparando. Sí. El otro botón es el que ya lo pone a disparar.
So after this, sometimes I prefer to simply stand by the scanner.
Ahí está, standby.
So the scanner is still on technically. It's just I don't need to worry about it anymore. I can just simply do that now prior to landing. This is helpful too in case that you have a flight line selected on accident and you may intercept it. It'll prevent the scanner from logging.
Ok, ok, claro. Si usted, por ejemplo, tiene que lo deja en stand-by, también puede hacerlo así, porque de pronto tiene que revolar algo, entonces no tiene que volver a hacer un login, sino simplemente entran ahí. ¿Sí? Más o menos. Sí, sí, ¿está claro?
Yeah.
Bueno,
So
ok.
do that. And then at this point, you'll do an S turn and then return home.
Terminó y hace otro AS. Recomiendan la S a entrar y en salir. Ok, y ya se devuelve. And then you can turn off the scanner.
Well, next we'll need to do another 5 minutes static. So we'll land and stay still.
Okay.
And do this again. Yeah.
Okay, but the aircraft has a door to protect the scanner and the cameras. So because we can close that door when the scanner is in standby mode or
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And then turn it off.
Yeah. So for the scanner, I suppose you can in this case because we are talking to the INS GPS, the IMU. We're talking to it completely separate from the scanner.
Yes. We can turn it off and be safe and close the door.
Yeah. So technically, you definitely can just go to device, shut down scanner.
Sí, podemos shut down the scanner. Mira, se hace shut down the scanner. Cuando termina todo, hizo su S de salida, shut down the scanner, cierra su compuerta. So we just finished the last flight line, and then we make the S turn, and then wait for the 5 minutes, and then shut down the scanner and close the door.
Well, 5 minutes would be on the ground after landing.
No, yeah, but not for the scanner because they are separate. The IMU and the GPS is still working separately.
Yeah. The 5 minutes is just for the IMU.
Okay. Usted sí puede apagar su lidar fresco cuando termine y hace su S, le hace shutdown fresco, porque son por aparte. Yo solamente está shoot. We are shutting down only the scanner in here. We are not touching the IMU, neither the GPS. Okay,
exactly.
So we are safe.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Y usted aterriza, espera 5 minutos para que, como siempre lo ha hecho, y listo. Yeah, same as we do before. Yes, okay.
Mm-hmm. And then just start countdown, 5 minutes.
Y ahí tiene mire, ahí espera, cuando aterriza, pone su reloj, 5 minuticos. Could you open the clock again, please?
Yeah, sure.
Where,
right here.
¿Qué se le hizo la flecha? ¿Ya la vio? Ok, yo no la vi. Pero bueno, ahí está. And then the timer, where is the timer?
You just do next.
Next. Okay. Mm-hmm. The next.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's start. Okay.
And then just start the countdown.
Yes. Listo. Ahorita nosotros ponemos a jugar con eso. Perfect.
All right. And then after the 5 minutes have elapsed, you can finish and stand by the INS GPS.
Perdón. Okay, can we check what you are scanning right now on the screen?
Oh, let's see. Well, we didn't have too much data here. There was maybe 2 or 3 points that had appeared. The laser's been shut off already. We do have scan data.
Lo apagó. Pero va a mirar el scan data. Va a mirar lo que grabó.
Yeah, so we do have some scan data here.
Aquí está.
Yeah.
Okay. Ahí están los archivos, listo. Perfecto. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Disparó. Y ya lo apagó, mire. Shutdown y allá se apagó. ¿Sí? Los botones apagados. Y usted anda con ese afuera y cualquier cosa, los picha y se apaga. Está bien, está mamey, chino. Espere que esté ahí arriba. Oye, ¿cuál botones quiere decir? Madre. Nos toca jugar con eso ahorita. Lo dejamos ahí, jugamos ahí un rato. Okay.
Yeah, so there are some optional steps too at the end of the flight. I know some people also will
Al final del vuelo hay otra opción que exporta
their scan data.
Okay, el data scan, ese me gusta. Okay. Just to make sure that
exactly. It's just to make sure that your swaths and coverage are okay.
Okay, ahí está para estar seguro que todo está cubierto. Las coberturas, sí.
Yeah.
Sí. Exportarla.
Actually, I can maybe show an example of this.
Y que no haya huecos.
One moment. Okay. So let me just minimize this. So now I should be sharing my screen in Teams.
Okay.
So I can show you what it might look like.
Okay. ¿Tengo que hacer algo en Teams para que Paul comparta la pantalla o no? Okay. Okay. Wait. Entonces ven y le damos que share screen. ¿Dónde es que es? Sí. Share screen. ¿Tu share screen o window?
Can you see my screen on your side?
Yes, one second.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so this is an example of what the scan data might look like. You have this green overlap. So
¿Cómo apago lo que estábamos haciendo que se perdió la vista?
So with this, you can then get an idea of the coverages just by zooming in and checking. So right here, for instance, I can see we have a gap.
¿Sí ve que hay un gap ahí? ¿Sí ve? Sí, coberturas. Usted mira ahí qué tan están los huecos. Y dice, vea, eso no lo tengo que revolar más. Está bueno, ¿no? Sí. Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice.
Yes. So you can use this to get an idea if any lines must be reflown.
Okay, sí tiene que revolar algo. Okay.
And if I really wanted to, I can also do this export like I showed.
Pero mira esas coberturas tan rápidas que lo ve de una. Una machera.
It'll think for a moment. So it draws this boundary.
Sí, mire, ahí le puede usted escoger lo que quiere. El rojo me imagino que lo puede mover. You can drag the red part on the screen.
I believe you can do a polygon and then kind of build
puede hacer un
it
polígono,
yourself.
Mira, o puede cortarlo ahí, vea. Tan.
Yeah.
Okay, ya. Para exportarlo.
And then you can pick your format that you want to export
into.
El
formato en que lo quiere exportar. Okay.
I'll just pick KML for now.
KML. ¿Con KML usted se da cuenta en las coberturas? ¿Si tiene huecos? ¿O mejor un TIFF? Okay. GeoTIFF is a valid format?
Yeah, so you can choose GeoTIFF or ELAS.
Okay, ML works also, yes. Okay, no, perfect.
Yeah, so I can just simply do this quick export.
Y luego lo exporta rápidamente. Ya, porque mire cómo se exporta rápido. Ya, y lo manda. Mire lo que está demorando. Y lo manda. Y si tiene internet ahí, cuando aterriza, le da internet con el teléfono, y lo manda. ¿Sí? Ya, rapidísimo. Y en oficina no tenemos que sacar un ojo. Va a comprar otro de estos.
After the flight, I can easily check in maybe Google Earth or something.
Mire lo que hay a chequearlo sobre el Google Earth.
Yeah.
Mírelo.
We can see a little clearer.
So, ¿cómo basamos si hay un hueco ahí, Eduardo? ¿Dónde ve el hueco ahí usted? A ver, ¿dónde tiene hueco ahí? Sí. Okay. And can you get a different color so that to make the gaps more highlighted, like more easy to find them out?
I see what you mean. Yeah. So for this,
ahí les va a poner otro color, vea. Ahí lo está
Yeah, for
haciendo.
instance, you can click on so in this case, this is the dual channel sensor, but I'm only
Sí,
looking at
son-
one channel. So this one, we can use a unique color.
está mirando solamente un canal. Ese tiene dos canales, ¿cierto? And this LiDAR has two channels, right?
So for the 780, it
Ah,
has only one. Um,
solo uno, un canal. Ok,
yeah.
ok, claro. Ahí están sus líneas
But
de
if
huella.
I
Ahí
but
se
if I
ve
right click
facilito
and
si hay
use
un
unique,
hueco o no. Yeah, that's perfect because you can see the gaps
yeah,
real easy with that image.
yeah, because now we can see that gap super easy.
Mire,
It's
mira, aquí hay uno.
black among everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Wonderful. We like it.
Also,
We
right
buy
on.
it.
Love to hear it. Yeah, absolutely. But here also you can see the other options, the minimum height, so we can get this sort of view in real
Okay.
time.
Okay. En tiempo real.
Yeah, and then amplitudes as well. So maybe you can
De
get some
intensidad.
definition. Well, actually, reflectance. I prefer reflectance because it
Él le gusta los
it takes
reflectivos.
an average range. Is usually what it works off with.
Que le toma el rango promedio.
Yeah, it accounts for the intensity drop over range.
Yeah, intensity. Okay.
Yeah, then there's PDOF, which is okay, and then a number of satellites. But usually you'll be using single color to easily see the gaps.
Yeah, con un color ve más fácil los gaps. Con single color. Yeah.
And then,
Perfect.
of course, the maximum heights can be nice to look at too.
Yeah. Las alturas máximas también las ve ahí.
Yeah, yeah.
Very good.
Awesome. All right. Perfect.
All right.
I think with that, that is mainly the overview for Riacquire in terms of operating. I do have some videos as well. I will share this so you can watch later today.
Sure.
You don't need me to be here for the videos.
No, of course not.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Travis. Thank you so much.
Of course, absolutely. In fact, I'll share
for the remaining of the training. Because we didn't get the dongle yet. It arrived to Miami to our forwarder last night late. So we will be receiving next week. I don't know if we could reschedule the session of tomorrow for next week once we get the dongle.
I see. Yeah, for processing, I can ask my colleague Michelle to
thank you.
Yeah, to see what we can do. Next week, I think the availability is Monday and Tuesday, if I'm correct.
Okay. Probably we need to be later on because it will take like a couple of days to get it. So, and then this Friday is holiday in Colombia. It would be good, like, I don't know, para el segundo curso, like Wednesday, Friday, or next week could be as well too.
I see.
The week of like the 13th of May or something.
Yeah.
That week, from 11 to 15. El segundo curso, el curso del flujo de procesamiento. No, para el siguiente, porque está ocupado, solo tendría lunes y martes y está muy encima. Entonces, para la siguiente, para que hayamos jodido más con eso y conmigo, Manuel. Yeah, between 11 and 13, any time would be okay, any day.
Okay, I'll see because I unfortunately wouldn't be available, but one of my colleagues who are also very good in post processing would be. So I'll see what I can do with that.
Or if you let us know your availability, we will try to fit one day with you. We fall in love.
Thank you. Well, I will say, since we do have some more time today, of course, I'd be happy to go over some things with regards to maybe some more in-depth debugging, if that's of interest to you.
Okay.
Yeah, so something like like maybe checking on the computer and communications to Riacquire, if that's helpful.
que tenemos un tiempo adicional que si quiere que nos hagamos un poquito más, hablemos de, por ejemplo, chequear las configuraciones del computador y eso. But yes, please.
Perfect. All right.
And reparameter, we can go through the reparameter as well and make flight
absolutely.
plans. Yeah.
Yes.
Reparameter.
Yes, that would be absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So I can actually show this directly on your machine. So I'll jump right back into here.
Okay.
So I can close the project. It's going to ask me to shut down devices. I had already done so manually. So I can just ignore this. But if ever I have an issue with a project, mainly it'll mention lost connection to scanner, check TCP.
Si perdió la conexión del escáner o algo, por ejemplo,
so what I can do,
va a mirar cómo chequea. Entra aquí al Riacquire.
I can come into the properties.
Properties.
And then I can do /expert. I think it needs to be case.
Le pone expert. Para mirar si tiene algún issue ahí para mirar conexiones y esas cosas.
Oh, sorry. Also debug. One moment.
Tiene que haber debug. Debug.
Yes.
It's debug. Expert /debug.
I can open up the housekeeping directly.
Abrió ese housekeeping.
And then I can just look for the longest time, usually is indicative of the flight.
Por el momento del vuelo y mira cómo estuvieron las conexiones.
And the first option, time diff, is the time for Riacquire to write to disk.
Okay, eso es para mirar si le escribió en el disco el Riacquire. Time diff.
So if ever you see this number jump up very, very high, so maybe around 17, 20 seconds.
Si está por encima de 17.
Then that can usually mean there's an issue either with the computer itself, Windows is slow, or maybe there's an issue with the disk.
O con el disco. Si está por encima de 17 y medio, aquí hay un problema con el disco o con Windows. Está muy lento. Con eso pueden analizar qué pasó.
We can also check the Ethernet connections here too. So here I can see whether or not I lost connection to the Ethernet ports.
Si perdió con el internet, los puertos de internet, de Ethernet, perdón. Perdió conexión.
And here I can check the memory utilization. So if there is something running in the background, you might see this spike up to here and then max out, and then things will crash.
Que está corriendo en el background.
Yeah.
So meaning something in the background, meaning something like an external application or something, or what?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sí, una aplicación externa o algo que está corriendo en el background, como que like it's bothering the Riacquire software. Okay, the process. Que si está molestando algo en el background, usted ve esto.
And then finally, we can look at something with regards to the CPU use. So
con el uso de la CPU, bueno, es una para cargarle todos los debugs que tiene para mirar.
And it's very low here. Maximum is 100, and we're around 6%. Perfect. But if it goes to 100, then there could have been an issue.
Si llega a 100, hay un issue, pero 6 está perfecto, la CPU. O sea, está trabajando tranquila. No está muy llena, ¿no? Es cuando le muestra como la actividad.
And of course, if ever you have any issues, in any flight,
aquí usted tiene rojo si le ve algo.
We usually prefer if we are mentioned any sort of error messages that appear here in the message log, like I mentioned before, or maybe even if you see errors appearing here.
Usted puede ver los errores aquí en ese log que lo tienen vivo en directo. Los logs los está viendo en tiempo real. No tiene que ver, sino si ve algo rojo, aquí hay un problema. Y aquí puede ver también como el detalle, creo que es, de comunicación.
Yeah. Okay. And you can just copy this and email us with whatever you encountered.
Y se lo podemos mandar por email a ellos, a Rigol o cualquier cosa.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds perfect. Sounds perfect.
And also one final thing, usually in the course of support, we do request a compressed project and system documentation.
Okay.
So
Cuando
compressed
requieren
projects, they can
soporte,
be done at any
compresa el
time.
Exacto, requieren los dos, system, compresión del proyecto y la documentación.
Yes.
Toca hacer
So
esos dos para mandártelo a ellos, para que entren soporte. Okay, perfect.
for compressed projects, we usually just ask for the compressed project through here. So you can use this option and then
Ahí los usan.
save this
Aquí se
somewhere.
usa, aquí se usa. Aquí se usan, se mandan, ¿no? ¿Se la pilló
So
o no?
say,
Okay,
like
en
so.
support. ¿Se llenó? Mire, tome.
And if there is an issue with Riacquire crashing or something like this at any given time, then you can also use the add existing problem reports too.
Ahí se puede
and
decir
this will,
que adicione los problemas existentes. Que adicione los problemas existentes. Si hay un problema de que algo que estuvo mostrando en rojo, pues.
usually you won't need this because if it's not an issue with Riacquire crashing, then you can exclude this.
Si no hay ningún problema de bombillos rojos o algo así, que está titilando, alguna vaina, no lo manda. Pero pues, ¿no? Ok.
And it's very quick.
Muy rápido.
And the other one is the system documentation. So this must be done with the scanner on and connected.
Eso tiene que ser con el escáner prendido y conectado para hacer la documentación, para sacar ese reporte.
So you'll need to have everything initialized like so.
Lo tiene que inicializar. And you can initialize in ground, right? Because the scanner will not suffer any problem because of the near object or something. It's not firing.
Exactly. It's not firing.
Sí.
Yes.
No está disparando. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, I already had shut off the scanner, so we can't exactly do it, but it does take some time anyway. But it takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes or so.
Okay. Se demora como 15 a 20 minutos generando ese documento.
And then one thing I say is when you're naming the sysdoc, make sure to have the .zip at the end, because then you'll be waiting 20 minutes and it won't save. So,
okay, que lo ponga en zip. Okay, no se demore tanto.
And then after this, you can click start, and it will take some time.
Ya. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So for the course of support, that's usually what we request. Yeah.
Okay, for the question of Rene, that there has to the tracker has to be able to turn on and off the UDP. Do we have to do something with you, or just it's open for him to handle?
I'd say it would be best for him to integrate that. I personally haven't worked with Riacquire, like the software, in 3 years or so. So I'm a little rusty.
But from the Riacquire point of view, do we have to open any I don't know, any feature or something, or it's just from the tracker side only?
It really should just be from the Riacquire side, because with the Riacquire, presently the device settings, let's see, it's under project INS GPS. So we have this automatic start stop.
Okay, ¿y por dónde entró?
Yeah. And Riacquire is going to use this to start the sensors.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So it is starting the LiDAR just before the line with this configuration, or it has to be done from the Riacquire side as well?
So for the Riacquire side, all you need to do is select your line. And with this configuration, as long as the scanner is already working, it will begin logging automatically, and it'll stop logging at the end of the line.
Ok, ok. Con esta configuración ya lo va a hacer automático. Aparentemente no hay que hacer nada dentro de Sí, sí, porque lo está cogiendo el GPS. Because, okay, okay, yeah, it's connecting directly to the GPS. Okay,
Exactly.
okay, 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 perfect, perfect. Sounds good, sounds good.
Yeah, right on. Good deal.
Yeah, we can do the testing in ground as well. That is,
Yes,
yeah,
actually,
yeah.
yeah,
Sí, con el que hacemos. Okay, perfect, perfect.
yeah.
Thank
If you
you,
like, we
Trevi.
can
Thank you
also
so
go
much.
over, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
If you like to, we can also go over the environment settings specifically, some additional things you might want to know.
Ok, unas cosas también que queremos saber sobre los environmental things del medio ambiente. A ver.
So these settings are going to be saved as a default. So anything
Eso,
changed here, you can always
eso cambian
have it
como,
set.
están como default.
Yeah, so here we have first the buttons. If you find them to be too small, you can make them larger.
Que lo podemos
Like
hacer
so.
más grande los botones. Oh, nah, that's the best thing. Wow, great. Where did you do
So
that?
it's a little easier.
¿Dónde tiene
It's
el mouse?
appearance, yeah. Yeah. And you can use the mouse
Okay.
wheel to
Wow,
change the
ahí
values.
está fundamental. Yeah, no, perfect. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I was getting blind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's like really squinting.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
Also, you can set a dark mode too if you're flying at night.
Pues lo puede poner
to rest the
en dark
eyes.
mode, en modo oscuro si vuela de noche.
And
Porque el día
then
puede
we
tomar
have
de noche.
just some standard stuff for changing messages, orders. It's okay to leave these
Como quiere que le
default.
cambien los mensajes y todo eso, toda la configuración que tiene la vaina.
If you would rather, instead of pressing the buttons here at the top, then you can use shortcuts as well on a keyboard. And you
Puede
can
usar
set them
shortcuts. Mire, ahí los puede poner ahí. Y si quiere un shortcut para alguna cosa, lo puede poner. Lo toca
here. Yeah, so this would be how to set that.
Perfect.
And then here we have device settings. So this is some optional things. So mainly the alignment wizard timing is something that can be configured here. We have some customers that instead of waiting 5 minutes, they want to do 3. So that can be set here.
Alguna gente le pone 3 minutos ahí en vez de 5. Cuando el timer de ese 5, en vez de poner 3, no, pero 5, démoslo 5. 5 is safer. Okay.
Exactly, yeah, I agree. And additionally, you can have some confirmation dialogues pop up just to give warning if maybe you are losing satellites, so less than 7 satellites.
Si tiene menos si pierde satélites, que le avise.
And then there's another option if you want it to prompt you to make sure, do you really want to stop the INS GPS?
Si quiere que se le pare el GPS, pero no queremos. No, we don't want that. Okay.
Yeah. And then for the scanner, we have firstly the echo filter. So in that top view that I was showing earlier, the monitoring data, this is only going to be showing the single returns and last returns.
Okay, ahí muestra los single retornos o los últimos retornos.
And usually this is used so there isn't so much data coming through to overwhelm the computer. So if you are having issues, usually what is called a mon buffer overflow, you can remove last returns, for instance, if that is an issue.
But that is only for the screen, for the information we are getting. This is not for the operation of the LiDAR itself.
Yeah, so this is just monitoring data. It doesn't affect the
para monitorear, son las opciones para monitorear. Si usted quiere. Yeah. Usually what you left on, the single and last or?
Exact, yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay, así lo deja normalmente. Entonces para el monitoreo, pero si está viendo que está como conflicto con la cosa, le apaga el last.
Yeah. Okay. And here we sort of looked at this earlier. This is for the device windows. So you can change what different aspects are visible.
Los aspectos que quiere tener visibles. Eso fue lo que él marcó la vez pasada, ahorita, al principio, ¿se acuerda? Eso es lo que
You
ya
can make
marcó,
things
ok.
graphical too for fun.
La puede ser gráfica, la puede ser texto. Mira, ¿sí ve?
Usually easier to have text.
Ok, ok, a él le gusta texto. Listo.
Yeah. Yeah. But these are all optional.
Apuntándole abajo al teclado. Ok.
So earlier I hinted at the MonLas data.
Ajá.
So if you are looking to use this data, you can set how the coordinates are going to be defined, as well as what
¿Cómo
value
quiere
for
definir las
intensity is to
coordenadas?
be
¿Y
used.
cartesianas y la interfase?
Yeah. So in case you
La
do this
reflectancia.
export.
Ok.
Also, if you have any need to do things
Si
via
necesita
script in real time,
scripts
you can
en tiempo
create
real.
a batch script here.
Y puede crear un batch ahí.
So if I just go to,
No sé qué para. What is an example of batch? Doing what kind of batch could be?
so
A minute,
one
right?
thing I've seen people do is on project close, they can have it run a script
Okay.
to maybe process some of the trajectory data or something like
Por
this.
ejemplo, para procesar las trayectorias.
Yeah.
Puede hacer
Really, you
script
can
para
do
eso.
it at any time devices end up changing state, or when a record is complete, you can have this information available to write somewhere.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. So it can be helpful.
Vamos a cargar un poquito. Ok.
Next, we kind of touched on the maps section here, but here's where you load your DEM in. I'll send some instructions for that so it's easier.
Nos va a mandar unas instrucciones para el DEM y esas cosas. Okay. All by email, right? Everything.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you.
Absolutely. And then for the project tab, this is the biggest tab. It has a ton of different options.
Es para los tags para los proyectos.
So firstly, we have the name templates. So when you create a project, by default, you need to type in a name.
Usted le pone el nombre ahí.
So usually I see people use date, time, your year.
Le pone el año, la fecha y... Okay.
Something like so. And you can change the formatting as well.
Puede cambiar el formato. Ahí se lo define, cómo lo quiere poner.
And in the manual, there should be some examples for what values can be used.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ya es para crear un proyecto, ¿cierto? Una misión, un plan de vuelo. Okay.
Then here you can change the default directory. I can't do it right now because I have the project open, but you can change where it will write by default. Yeah. And finally, there are some nice things in here as well. So we have an autosave interval of 5 minutes. So even if Riacquire suddenly closes every 5 minutes, it's saved to retain your progress in case it crashes.
Que salve cada 5 minutos en caso de que le vaya a fallar cuando está haciendo el plan de vuelo, ¿o qué? Okay. That's to record to save every 5 minutes when you are flying, right? We are capturing the line. Okay, sí.
Exactly. Yeah.
Para que le salve y no se le va a perder. Por si se jode el computador o algo. Le salvó. Okay.
And next we have verify CRC. So this is going to make sure that data downloaded is going to be checked for integrity. So to make sure once downloaded,
los datos bajados
it's
están chequeados
complete.
con la integridad. Ahí están que verifica la integridad de los datos.
Next we have.
Is there any other required manual away from the one that we downloaded?
There should be. There's a live manual that's available in the help contents here.
Mira, okay, ahí hay varios.
Yeah,
that's the one that we have in
quite a bit. Okay, yeah, this is the main.
Okay. Do you have it in PDF by chance?
I believe so. Let me see.
Yes.
Yes, I do. Let me copy this.
también nos lo va a copiar. ¿Por qué no se deja bajar a PDF? Se toca chequearlo ahí, pues. Sí, sí. Ahí nos lo está poniendo en PDF.
All right. And this should be more or less the same.
¿Ahí está bien? Okay, perfect. Excellent.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Next, we have some default actions on project close. So we can create a report, which I'd actually like to show you. So the report will be something nice to be able to check if there is any sort of issues instead of just writing the notes.
Y crea un reporte si hay un problema, alguna cosa.
And also there's a file upload. So to look at just for instance what this report looks like.
Vamos a ver cómo se ve el reporte.
So you can see all of this data, all these values, statistics, options. They usually save them all. And it can even be saved into a PDF.
Ahí salva los reportes, los
HTML or
salva en
CSV.
PDF. Ahí está entendiendo todo usted, ¿no? Lo que está haciendo él. Ahí va el reporte. Está chévere, ¿no?
Yeah, so it shows you
los reportes.
All sorts of stuff, what laser configurations used.
Una garra. Para grabar y ya.
I think the nicest part here is it shows you the start and end of your flight lines. So you can see if you're flying the correct speed, and then you can see the lat long.
Mira si va la velocidad correcta, dónde empezó, dónde terminó.
Also, if you encounter an error, it can be seen in here too. So you
si hay
can
errores,
reference.
Aquí los va a ver.
Yeah, you can reference if an error occurred.
Ahí la referencia de cualquier error que pase.
We have warnings and all this fun stuff. Yeah. So I do recommend creating a report on the end. It's very quick.
Recomienda crear reportes al final para saber cómo quedó la vaina. Okay.
Also, I also recommend expanding new entries because then you can see file sizes and
recomienda para que lo amplíe para poder ver los tamaños de los archivos que estén bien.
And then for files saved onto the laptop itself, you can also see that they saved properly with CRC.
Yeah, exactamente. Okay.
Yeah. All right. And we sort of touched on this before, the automatic sensor start-stop. This is going to let POSTRAC to tell the scanner when to begin logging and when to stop logging.
Es ahí para cuando empieza login y cuando termina login al escáner.
You can also technically tell it to start the scanner
también le puede decir que empiece el escáner
through here.
Que empiece automáticamente.
But for this, I usually wouldn't recommend because the scanner needs some time to warm up. So this should be done
necesita un tiempo para
manually
calentarse, entonces prefiero que lo hagan manualmente. But we could put like I don't know 7 minutes or something like that, so it will be enough time to warm up, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that would need to be done on the POSTRAC side, but that definitely can be done. Yeah.
Okay, dice que lo hagan en el POSTRAC side, pero que se puede hacer hecho, puede hacerse ahí para que lo prenda. Okay, but if we put there like 7 minutes automatic to start the scanner, so won't this start the scanner automatically and then we don't have to initialize and push that button before manually?
Yeah, so these numbers aren't actually configuring how long before the line it started. These are just showing a dialog to warn you that the scanner is moving into working logging.
Okay, it's not turning on, it's just warning.
Yeah, it's a warning. Yeah, it's telling you this is what's happening. So the timings must be configured in the POSTRAC software.
Oh, okay. So se configuran con POSTRAC. Okay, got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Para que le avise. No, pero está chévere porque avisa, mire, ya va a empezar la línea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next, we have our naming terminology, so you can change how the records are named.
¿Cómo se llaman lo que se graba?
And these I usually keep the same. You can, of course, change these however you like, but mainly I like the mission guidance line number. So POSTRAC will tell Riacquire what line number you have just recorded.
Okay, aquí POSTRAC le va a avisar a Riacquire cuál es el número de la línea, para que queden con la misma. Okay, yeah. So with this mark, with this checkup, will allow POSTRAC to tell the flight number to Riacquire, and Riacquire will take that number from POSTRAC. Okay, perfect. We want
exactly
that, yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is one thing that I recommend just setting a default, just having it always record to the data recorder.
Siempre así. Okay, siempre así. Dejarlo así.
And this is going to be asked at the start. You can optionally mention, I don't care to have it ask me. I usually like to, just for peace of mind, to say, data recorder for sure.
Yeah.
Now, if you do need to, you can specify the drive specifically on the data recorder, or God forbid, there's an issue with the data recorder, you can use multiple files, which will log it to the laptop.
¿Sí saben lo que está haciendo ahí? Se está predeterminando, pero si llegara un problema con alguna, pero es mejor dejarlo siempre en, so it's better to leave it in automatic and then the first option.
Yeah, data recorder.
Data recorder. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. Así es.
Yeah. But if ever you have any issues with the data recorder, you can use multiple files to record directly to the laptop. It's just you will need to.
Se puede grabar al laptop si se jode el data recorder.
Yeah. That's worst case. That's worst case scenario.
Yes. Yeah. Worst case. Se jode, and then we'll use the Ethernet cable to the laptop.
Yeah, exactly. It'll go over using that. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we have some of those monitoring logging options I mentioned earlier.
Son los que ya mencionó que eran para monitorear.
Yeah. All right. Now the laser configuration page. This is where you'll come to create laser configurations that you would like to retain.
La configuración del láser.
So firstly, I'd like to cover what MSM is.
Lo que es MSM va a decir.
So this is a monitor step multiplier, which is going to be decimating the data coming back to the laptop for visualization only.
Eso solamente para visualización, lo que es el monitor, a ver qué velocidad va, ¿no? Eso es para 2.5 hercios, eso es.
Yeah, so for this one, it's using 25 kilohertz. So this is going to be communicating how much data will be coming back to the laptop.
Va a llegar al laptop. No sé, 25 hercios está bien para un laptop. 25 hertz is like the regular speed, or 60?
Yeah, it's 25 kilohertz is the regular rate. Usually if you go 25. Higher, you might run into some network issues because the bandwidth
si lo pone más rápido, después joder la red. Dejarlo en 25. Okay. 25. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen people lower this as well if they're having networking issues. So you can go down to 15.
Hasta 15 lo puede bajar. Si hay problemas de red. Okay.
Yeah. The main difference is if you lower this, then you'll see technically less points, but you should still see coverage to edge. It's just going to look more sparse.
Okay. Sí, va a haber menos, le va a bajar menos información, entonces va a haber más espacios, ¿no?
Okay. Yeah.
Pero solamente para monitorear. That's only for monitoring.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sí.
Yeah.
Okay. Déjame 25 a ver cómo
All right.
All right.
And I'd like to talk more on write parameter directly, but just for instance, I will open and create a default laser configuration.
Okay. Ahí está una configuración del láser.
So usually you'll actually plan these directly and then import the INI file from Riacquire. But
okay. From, yeah, ¿cómo llama el software de la creación del vuelo? ¿El parámetro? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, so we will take care from reparameter, and those data will be imported into Riacquire here directly. We don't
exactly.
have to take care of this. Okay.
Yes, exactly. For now, I will put in just
But,
the recommendation for what we have for our board
okay,
sighting.
ahí va a poner para el board sighting la recomendación que él dice. A ver cuál
So, and I'll be happy to share this document with you as well. But for
Okay.
a LiDAR only calibration, our recommendation is 2,700 feet, 110 knots. And then we use 50% laser power. And then I like to establish a uniform point pattern. I'll call this like so.
Para 27 feet. 27 feet. 800 metros. Es lo que volamos nosotros. 200,200. Or where we can find, okay, in reparameter, does automatically calculate the power of the laser according to the altitude or something like that? Or where there is a table that, okay.
Yeah, so this will be on import. Generally, you'll end up getting the specific value from planning. So you say you have a point density requirement. That's how it'll
Okay.
compute the altitude and everything. I'm just setting these up for you so it's easier.
Pero eso lo tenemos que hacer cada vez, ¿no?
And that has to do with.
Pero eso lo toma, digo que reparameter lo va a tomar en cada plaza. Pero lo hacemos en reparameter. Sí. Okay, but you left manual in there, so that does it make any conflict with when reparameter will try to export those data?
I see what you mean. So what this manual means is in the programming of the scanner, there are some predefined configurations, so common configurations. So you have these programs.
Okay.
But if you have a very specific requirement, so maybe, for instance, you want to maintain a high point density, but you also have a requirement for like a high power for pulse for maybe power lines.
Por ejemplo, para
so
power
in
lines.
This event, usually you'll want to specify a manual configuration.
Ahí le vas a poner manual. Okay. So in here, because you put manual, it will not take the one coming from reparameter, or it will.
Oh yes. So for these, these are not. They're not created from Riacquire. They're instead, done manually by me, which I usually wouldn't recommend. I only did this because for these configurations, these are the calibrations that we recommend.
Okay.
And if I open this particular manual, we have recommended configurations for flying the calibration. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of calibration mesh.
Yeah. So I'd actually after this, I'd like to go over more as well, Riacquire, and then we can really dive in. That's the fun part, is playing.
Okay. 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 Okay, so for now we'll leave it like this. But when we do, I have to ask, when we do a flight plan in reparameter, so far with this configuration, which one will it take? The one that is manually inputting here, or the one coming from reparameter?
Oh, so for this, this will be a list of different configurations. So when I initialize my scanner, I will. Well, actually, I need to create a new project.
Cuando inició los escáneres, va y escoge. Wow.
Oh, that's 3. Oh, that's 4. There we go. So now I have these different options, so I can select and
do them
manually.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But say, for instance, if we already have Riacquire, maybe not. I have an idea. I have right parameter on my machine, so if I can show
Nosotros no
this
tenemos
directly.
parameter aquí, ¿no?
So just to kind of demonstrate, so maybe I have a project that has a point density requirement of 8 points per meter.
Que necesita muchos puntos por
and then if I'm dealing with side lap with imagery, maybe I have a requirement for 60%. And I have maybe a 500-foot terrain variation. And then I'll just put in a very simple Cessna aircraft. So I can take this configuration, and you see how it is a intermediate PRR. So if and I'll go into more detail on this. I just want to show the. Yeah.
¿Tiene alguna pregunta? How can we configure a specific flight plan for a specific altitude?
Oh, so if you so the requirement may be of your cameras, you need to fly for a specific GSD, right? The ground sampling distance, right?
Si es específica GS para las cámaras o alguna distancia específica. Okay.
Yeah, so for that, you can put in the specific altitude and speed that you must fly to satisfy your camera requirements.
Por ejemplo, si es por la detección de la cámara, usted lo pone acá. Usted dice, no, yo tengo que volar a esta altura por la cámara. Entonces lo pone ahí. Entonces, yo quiero volar a esta altura. ¿Sí? Y le va pidiendo lo que necesita, lo va llenando. Le dice, necesito estos 2 puntos.
Ahí if you put in the height and speed that you must fly, then it will automatically generate
él le va a calcular
the best
la
point
velocidad a la que tiene
densities
que
that
volar.
it can. Yeah. The main thing I wanted to show real quick before we get into the main part of right parameter is just the process going into a Riacquire. So if I copy this, I can go back to our team viewer.
Okay.
Just quickly.
Pues antes de entrar a Riparameter nos quiere mostrar esto.
And now if I go into the environment settings, I can create a new configuration, edit it, and then just
mire cómo crea una nueva configuración y la
import it directly.
Y la importa directamente. ¿Sí la pilló? Okay.
Yeah.
Menos mal.
And then change it as I need to.
Y usted escogía un INI después. Igual. Ah, bueno. Está bien, está chévere. Digamos que usted lo exporta desde mi parámetro, no importa. Okay, when we get into right parameter, we will take into account the MTA, the PRR.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because this guy is anxious to get to that part.
Oh, yeah. I'll make this next part quick. We are actually very close to the end. So
yeah.
mainly, beyond this is the main extent. If ever you need to, you can export all the configurations in here to a file to quickly import into another Riacquire. So if you need to swap computers, it's easy.
Okay, yeah. Can we import all of them right now? So we will have it in our computer, or do you have them already?
These should be already applied onto your scanner. So every time I create a project, these are applied. But if I need to, move, because this is on your computer presently.
Ajá. Yeah. Pero necesitamos que nos cree las otras también aquí, o no, nosotros las creamos después. Unas manuales con las de la tabla esa o algo.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Bueno, esas las vamos haciendo nosotros, entonces no hay problema. Okay. Los parámetros. Okay.
Yeah. The last part is the view. So this is just how you want to have the view
¿Cómo se ven las vistas?
Set for a default. So we can always have it set to top view. I'd
Sí, te lo
probably recommend
agrandó, ponerlo como.
top and profile is what I'd recommend.
Ya, esa es la que te recomienda, top y profile.
Yeah, and then in here you can set whether or not you would like to see the profile section. I usually do.
Top es para ver si están cayendo al piso y profile es para que la vea de lado. ¿Se acuerda? Listo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And beyond this, for the laser device, you have the default color. You can change this from green in case of color blindness.
Que puede cambiar los colores.
Yeah. There's a ton of little things that you can change here if there are specifics that you don't enjoy. So I encourage you to
todo lo que quiera.
Yeah, I encourage you to take a look and see what you like to
yeah,
change.
Sure. Hay que mirar y cacharrear a ver qué nos gusta y cómo. Okay, yes.
Perfect.
Sounds good. Perfect.
All right. One final thing before we go to right parameter, which is a nice segue. We can export the right parameter LiDAR information.
Mire, exportar la parameter LiDAR information.
So I'll just mention this as Isatech 27002. And now I can just close out of Riacquire.
You export it from Riacquire to reparameter?
Exactly. So what this does... Yeah.
Desde Riacquire lo está exportando para reparameter. ¿Sí?
Yes. So what this does is it has specific information with regards to your 780. So
eso es ya una información específica del 780. Also, to have it in reparameter. Okay.
Exactly. So you can plan
la
even more precisely.
Okay. Y se puede entonces va a ser mejor los planes de vuelo van a ser más precisos. Okay. This has to be done only once, I guess.
Only once. Yeah.
Yeah, and you are doing it for us. Thank you so much.
Of course. Yeah, no problem. And now I'm going to get you
ahí está mandando el reparameter los parámetros de nuestro láser para que cuando se hagan los planes de vuelo pues tengan en cuenta que es con nuestro láser.
So I'm actually just going to install right parameter here for you. Just so everything we do can be saved local.
Oh, okay. Ya nos instaló reparameter. Excellent.
Right. Now we have right parameter, and we can do some planning.
Yeah. Ya ahí está haciendo un plan de vuelo. Entonces, ¿qué quiere,
Eduardo? So firstly, I'll import our LiDAR information.
Okay. Can we tell you what we need and we make the flight plan according to that?
Yes. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
¿Qué quiere? We need to obtain 10 points per square meter.
Okay.
And we define the altitude, or the software will define the altitude for us. We can ask.
If this exactly, yeah. So we have a couple project types. We have wide area, so that will have the software defining your altitude and speed. And we have corridor mapping, which is mainly if you have a specific corridor that you must fly, it can define your field of view.
But let's say that we sorry to interrupt you. But let's say in Colombia we have the clouds very low, so we want to fly at 600 meters AGL, and we need to get 10 points per square meter.
I see. Okay, so in that case,
because of the clouds in that region are very low all the time, so we have to.
Yeah.
Sí, podemos decirle que a 600 metros y que tenemos 10 puntos. ¿Qué más quieren? Ya que nos diga la velocidad y todo. ¿Qué más le pedimos?
I see what you mean. So wide area.
Sí. ¿Qué más quiere dar? No más. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. So for this, let's see. Well, we can also account for our terrain variation here, which I know in Colombia is very varied.
It's challenging.
Yeah, it's very challenging. So for your the maximum height. Let's see if it'll let me put in. Oh, why is it? So 600 meters, you said?
600 meters.
Okay, that's the maximum. And then the terrain variation, I'm going to be.
Ese es el máximo que vamos a volar,
very,
¿cierto? 600.
very large. So with this, I can have it set to calculate a minimum point density for very high terrain variation and a maximum height of 600 meters. And we'll go over the specifics of these values here in a bit.
Le dio play.
But this will allow you to calculate for it for this particular setup.
Sí, okay. Y nosotros tenemos que eso lo va a exportar él eso lo exporta a Riacquire. Chao. Fácil.
Yes.
And that then, okay, after that you will export this to Riacquire and everything will be done automatically, right?
Exactly, yeah. So one thing I usually like to do before export is just check a few things.
Antes de exportar, él quiere siempre chequear un par de cosas. Siempre le gusta hacerlo.
So I'm assuming around 250 meters is a pretty common amount of variation.
Está sumando un corredor. El ancho del corredor también lo está sumando. Sí, está asumiendo. Okay, so you are defining the width of the corridor, right? The terrain. No, that's the variation for the terrain. That's the
variation
of the.
Yeah. So as you proceed across a singular line, then this is what is expected to vary. So you can QC this. So you can check at the maximum terrain what your point density might be at the minimum.
Y la mínima.
And then excluding side load. Yeah.
Okay.
So this particular plan, what I would recommend is if you are drawing your flight plan, make sure not to have more than 250 meters of variation across a flight line.
Más de 250 de variación entre that's 250 meters is the what is exactly that? The width of the flight line, or what is it?
Oh no, it's so it's the so as there's hills and valleys.
Oh, the difference between the altitude in the mountains and the okay.
Exactly. Yeah. So this is a good visualization here. If you right click, you can visualize the MTA zones, the multiple time around zones.
Le muestran las MTA zones con right click.
Yes, I'm sure you're familiar with MTA zones. Is that right?
Yeah, usted está familiar con el MTA zones. Yeah, no problem.
Perfect. Yeah. So this is a nice way to help visualize it. I also like to check on my transitions to see if
I check la MTA, ¿ves?
To see if I'll be consistently flying at altitude where a transition might be.
Ahí está mirando que está consistente con la altura.
So sometimes, we are a little close here at with only really 30 or so feet. Well, actually, no, never mind. We have 100 feet. We only have 30 meters, so that's actually quite good. But I try to keep at least a 20-meter buffer between me and the transition zone.
Que tiene que tener un buffer entre mí y la zona de transición. No sé qué es eso.
Yeah.
Zona de transition zone.
Because what happens if you fly in a transition zone is the data will be much harder to process.
Okay, wait. The transition zone means what?
So it's these here where the zone 5 and zone 4 go from one to the other. So these numbers, 463 meters, 618 meters, 772 meters, these are considered transition zones.
Esas son las zonas de transición, estos metros. ¿Sí?
Yeah.
Sí, sabemos
que so I would avoid flying at those altitudes in particular.
So which one would you choose?
So presently, I'm not flying in any of them. I'm at 599 meters.
Está en 699 metros. ¿Cómo? 599 metros.
So
Ah, ok. Ah, ok. Y se escoge. Ah, ok. Ah, ok, ok, ah, ok. Ah, ok. Ah, claro, como nos pasa. Bueno, pero entonces está bien. Hasta ahí no fue bien. ¿Sí? Ok, ok. Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay. Is there a manual for reparameter?
Maybe. Let's check. Let me see.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because we didn't find it.
Yeah, let me see. Sometimes it's embedded in the software
Algunas
install.
veces está embebido en el software cuando lo instala.
Yes, I found
No,
it.
oh, él lo tiene. Okay, perfect. Excellent.
So it should be here. Let's save this also.
Okay. Ya no lo grabó, ¿no? ¿Ah? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, of
Great.
course.
Super. ¿Por qué? ¿Cómo hace una área amplia? Ah, okay, okay, okay. So when you do the flight plan and you make the option, ¿cómo llaman la opción del corredor y eso? ¿Dónde está? When you have to choose also the project type. Is there is a wide area mapping, or there's a corridor
Yes.
that will define what the FOB?
Yes, exactly. Yes. So the corridor will tighten the FOV. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
And I will do it automatically.
Yes. So if I were to do a corridor and have a width of maybe not 500, but like 200 meters, it'll tighten the FOV to be 200 meters.
The maximum FOV of this laser is 60 degrees, is it?
Yes. Yes.
El máximo es 60, o sea que es como las cámaras, ¿cierto? Okay, because in the manual it says that it can open even up to 80.
Really? We can check. Let me. Actually, I just remember. So if I go to interactive, I can load the results of the previous calculation, so I can fine tune.
Okay.
And here I am able. After it finishes loading.
Está subiendo.
Sorry, I'm buffering on my side. It's too fast.
Bueno, está calculando. Pero, no, bueno, está más o menos claro, ¿cierto? Para el plan de vuelo. Sí. Y ya está el manualito también.
There we go. All right, perfect.
Ahorita le digo que le podemos escribir cuando tengamos una duda.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it can go to 80.
But I don't know if 80 is because of any kind of buffer or something. But it works like 68 is the number that we have to work with. That's it. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, with this, we also see a warning here: ACS deactivation required.
As a warning.
Yes. So ACS, atmospheric clutter suppression. This is something used to reduce noise in the
Para
data.
reducir noise. Para reducir el ruido. No, that's a warning, right?
Yeah.
And the warning is because of what? What of the features that we put it in are the one activating that warning? So to reduce it.
Yeah. So the main reason is because of our flight height.
Okay. Por altura, vuelo.
We are fairly close at the maximum 250 meter so much so that it will automatically filter data, essentially.
Okay. Ya. Yo estaba por la altura, que estamos a 600 y a 250 acá. Pero,
so what this requires is, and I'll just quickly demo it for you. This requires.
Sí, pero véalo, apúntele ahí. La verdad que lo podemos poner aquí, vea. Okay. ¿Lo piché? ¿Toqué algo? ¿Está grabando o no? Ya, espere.
So this requires that once we load this input, there's this option near range enable.
No.
We
Okay.
need to switch this to off.
Aquí lo pasamos a off. Eso es clave. Púntele allá. Okay. The near range enable was off. And you put it off because
it requires ACS deactivation.
Porque aquí hay ACS deactivation. Por eso lo desactivó.
Yeah. So
what happened if we don't do that accidentally?
Let me see. It should import properly. Let me see again.
Va a tratar de ver si lo puede importar con
hey. Never mind. You need not worry. It does this automatically for you. So now atmospheric suppression is not active. So
okay, la atmospheric suppression no está activa. Entonces desactiva esa de la presión atmosférica para que no vaya a haber ese problema. Él lo hace automático.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. No, esta vaina le hace un automático. The only thing left to do automatically is that it goes by itself and take everything and come back to the office.
Exactly. Yes.
Almost.
Oh man, if only. Almost. But for now, I guess we have to go flying. No.
Yeah, we're ready.
So, what is the speed of the aircraft? Which type of aircraft, I should say?
It's a Cessna 206 turbo and a 182 turbo, but we usually will be using the 206 turbo.
Nice.
Actually,
so you can use this.
I think it will be like 110 knots. When we usually fly that, 110 knots.
Perfect. So then we can save this instead over the example.
¿Cómo?
Have this imported.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay.
Can we make an INI file for a specific flight plan real quick?
Sure.
1,000 meters, flight altitude, 1,000 meters.
Okay. So we will do this.
Terrain variation would be like 1,000 meters as well. Terrain variation, 1,000 meters.
Oh, wow.
¿Cuánto? And 4 points per square meter we have to acquire.
Okay, so
Mira, aquí se puso
1,000 meter variation. This might be.
No, pero claro, porque pero si estamos con 1,000 metros de variación y vamos a volar a 1,000 metros, nos tiramos contra la montaña, cabezón.
Está volando a 1,000 metros, pero las montañas tienen variación de 1,000 metros. Eso normalmente.
Por eso, pero a 1,000 metros ¿contra qué? ¿Contra la punta de la montaña? Okay, we are flying 1,000 meters against the highest altitude, against the 1,000 meters of the top of the highest mountain.
I see.
So it would be like 2,000 meters. What we should put, 2,000 meters o ponemos 1,500 para que pase a 500 metros de la punta. Let's put flight altitude will be like 1,500 meters, and then the variation will be 1,000 meters. I would say it wouldn't have problem with this.
I don't know, because 1,000 meters is quite a big. So what usually is done in the event of this is there's stepping of lines. So
es mucho variación de 1,000 metros, no. ¿Sí? Yeah, we are in Colombia.
Yeah.
That's for coffee plantations.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So in this case, then.
En este caso.
So is there a substantial variation no matter how you orient your lines for your flight? Or
No,
I see.
it's mountains everywhere. Que
See,
si ponemos las líneas de vuelo más así, pues podría ser variar o no. Dije no, que siempre va a haber 1000 metros, no importa cómo pongas las líneas. Pero entonces que las ponemos a 1500 o a
Okay.
1600 metros.
So with this, what was the minimum point density required here? Was it
4? Let's say 4.
4? Okay. So with accounting for a 550 meter variation, I was able to get this, which gets us about 8 almost as the minimum. So is your flight height restricted due to usage of the cameras, or is it just restricted?
No.
Oh, so
yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
I see. So, por las cámaras.
So maybe if we do 4 as the minimum.
Ya le puso 4 puntos mínimo.
And then we have this terrain variation really high. It should be able to create this solution. You can get to 1000. Little close, maybe 900.
900 está ahí el rojo. ¿Hasta cuánto le acepta 850? Que no le ponga rojo. 820. 800.
Yeah, this is the maximum, I believe, that can be done.
Okay. Podría tratar 820 acá.
5. I like to slightly overplan usually.
Está bueno. Sounds good. Looks good.
Yes, I think actually this might be good. Yeah, this might be good.
Ahí está uno de esos. Véalo.
So this is accounting for 800 meter variation. So,
800 de variación.
You can step the lines if the variation is much higher here. And then you can see at the maximum terrain, we're getting quite a bit more.
Minimum terrain,
I think this is.
Ahí la puso.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similarly, I believe. Let's see, what is the error present? Oh, for uniform point pattern, it's having us fly. What is their speed? 70 knots? Ooh, that's really low.
Yeah, low.
And maybe 100. Let's see.
Ahí le ponemos minimum speed 10.
Yeah, maybe 90.
Ahí está jugando, es puro ensayo y error. Let's trial and error, right?
So I also usually like to jump into interactive mode.
Interactive mode.
Especially in difficult methods like this where I'm needing to...
Interactive cuando se pone complicado.
Yeah,
interactive.
So in this case, I would like presently to increase the speed.
Okay.
And then because I'm increasing the speed, I can also slightly increase the PRR.
Okay, aumentó el PRR porque aumentó la velocidad.
We'll see how this performs. Okay.
Ahí está.
So with our present variation, we full field of view.
Lo exporta automático al Riacquire.
Okay, so because of my maximum measurement range being overwhelmed, I would likely need to adjust my PRR once more.
Maximum mass range, measurement range.
Yeah, so this requires me to drop my altitudes.
Que baje la altura. Bajo la altura un poquito.
50.
¿A qué altura volamos nosotros en el café? ¿A 2000?
Okay, so.
¿Sí? Por eso, entonces hubiera puesto más ahí.
Está volando a 800 en la parte alta de la montaña. Cuando usted se baja de la montaña, si la montaña tiene 1000 metros, ya
Pero,
está
pero se pone líneas de vuelo más altas unas que otras.
ahí es donde vamos a jugar.
Ok,
Entonces, cuando hay mucha variación, empezamos a contar. Cuando la variación es aceptable, que tú
ok,
llegas a ver,
ya.
usted da una sola línea.
Ok. No, no, pero digamos, esta es paralela a esta. ¿Esta la hace más bajito que esta? ¿O estas todas están a la misma altura?
No, cuando la montaña está igualita, todas las líneas quedan a la misma
Pero cuando no bajan.
Just to see.
Okay, okay. But the software, when it's making a flight plan and you find like a mountain
Mhm.
that is too high, that flight line specifically up on top of that mountain will be higher than the one that is not on top of the mountain.
That's a very good question. So this is dependent on how you are planning in PlusTrack. So they have a few modes,
okay.
if I recall correctly. There is the average, the
Porque en
minimum,
PostTrack
and the
hay uno que
maximum.
en PostTrack hay uno que se planea que es con average y es con el mínimo y el máximo, ¿cierto? Porque usted hace el flight plan en PostTrack. Entonces usted puede, okay, so you decide
So-
that the altitude of each flight line will be decided by PostTrack.
Exactly. So
Okay.
generally it will work off the AGL. Now the graph that you see on the right side and
Mhm.
also the this demonstration, this is
Okay.
assuming that you are planning with relative to minimum altitude.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So
Okay.
especially in your case, unless there are many people looking at you with binoculars, I would say, I would say generally, you might have to use this option to deal with the hilly terrain. So
Which
observe
option?
no HUD.
¿Dónde está el mouse?
Yeah, right
¿Dónde
here.
está el mouse?
Uh,
Okay. Oh, okay. Usar esta opción.
Yeah.
Oh, this option. Okay.
So, yeah, no HD or NOHD. This is
NOHD.
the distance. This is the
Ya la
distance
distancia.
from the laser that you will have damage to your eyes.
Ok, esa es la distancia para que tenga daño a sus ojos. Que si no hay mucha gente mirando con binóculos, que ponga eso.
And then ENOHD is the distance to the laser with binoculars that you'll damage your eyes.
Okay, with NOHD will be damage, and with ENOHD will no damage.
Yeah, without a binocular or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
so-
damage with NOHD and no damage with ENOHD. Okay, perfect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Yes. So
Okay, so
yeah.
we choose
Since
that
you're
one.
flying in a very rural area where there aren't very many people likely to be looking with binoculars,
Okay.
I would have to recommend
Si
that
es
you
una
do
zona
this.
rural, ponga SNOHD porque está más fuerte el LIDAR y pues no va a dañarle a nadie los ojos. Si está en una zona como la ciudad, si no ponga ese. Si lo están viendo con binóculos, va a dañarle los ojos. No, la NOHD es LIDAR más potente y puede servir para una zona rural donde no hay gente pues que lo pueda mirar con binóculos. Si hay mucha gente y lo están mirando con binóculos, una zona rural nadie ni usa binóculos ni lo están mirando. Y si lo miran, pues no va a ser con binóculos, pues no les pasa nada. Entonces, NOHD es más potente, pero es para usar en zonas rurales. Y ENHOD es menos potente. So it's more powerful. This option is more powerful. The LiDAR will be more powerful.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
it removes some safety,
Okay.
but it's also important to mention that you'll need to be looking at the LiDAR for at least 3 seconds or so in the exact same the distance. So here we exceed our safety margin by about what looks to be 70 meters. So if somebody's
okay.
within those 70 meters and tracking the airplane with binoculars, then they could be in danger.
Okay. Okay.
However,
Okay.
I
Este es para
would
los que lo están
mention,
mirando
yeah.
con binóculos.
Yeah.
Si lo están mirando con binóculos, esto se pone rojo. Pues peligroso. Okay.
Yeah.
If you change it to N or just change it to EN. Okay. Just yeah.
Yeah, and if I do this, then it becomes a little more difficult for it to calculate.
Okay.
So now it's
Yeah.
flying slower
Okay.
at a
Okay.
lower
Y
altitude.
pone,
So
ya,
you can
entonces
still
pone más
achieve,
bajito
yeah.
y más despacio. Entonces lo pone aquí para que quede más potente y pues ya está en el modo más peligroso del líder para la gente abajo. Pero menos que haya sí,
Este es más potente.
el NOH, no, el NOH es más potente, fuerte, está bien así. Zona rural, exacto, así lo puso bien. Bueno, no, este es menos fuerte para ciudad, sí. Que no lo miren con binóculos en el de arriba. Si una vaca con gafas, ya, ya,
Ay, es que no estás conectado.
ya, no, okay, it's very clear. Hey,
Yeah,
sounds good.
perfect.
Pero ya eso es todo por
And
ahora.
and then for visibility, this is basically if you are
Para-
flying in an area with lower visibility due to haze or what have you, you can change this value. It makes it a little
Okay.
different because it's harder to.
Eso es para la visibilidad.
It would be harder to see essentially for the receiver.
Ajá.
So, for instance, if this flight were to take place even in the 23-kilometer standard clear, it'll be difficult to achieve a solution. You may have dropped data.
Okay.
So
Eso es
in
para
this
cuando hay
setting,
visibilidad. Si hay buena visibilidad o no. So
yeah,
the
so this is
regular one
going
we
to,
should use when there's enough visibility. What is the one we should use?
I would say the standard clear. This is based
Okay.
on distance to horizon that you can see.
Okay. Eso es cuando pones al horizonte. Allá siempre se puede el horizonte lejos, pues. Okay.
Yeah.
It
So
doesn't. It
yeah.
doesn't include clouds. Is it like foggy? Right? It's not about
Oh, yeah.
clouds.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not about clouds. It's more about fog, I'd say.
Okay.
So
El de 3 lo
with
usan,
this,
lo dejan siempre en 3 kilómetros.
with this, it's a little more difficult to achieve the requisite parameters. So I might replan a bit more. If anything, I might overplan, so to speak, and then have my visibility be better. Just so, also likely we'll need to do this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
this is a little higher. I'm not sure if I'm
Sí, está
too
en
comfortable with that
100.
one. Let's see. We might need to lower the variation a bit further. Just start with safe and then work our way to unsafe. So 650. Let's see, is there anything else I can do to? Let's just plan for 5. It's a bit of a trial and error.
Sí,
Okay.
ensayo de error. Le subió a 5 puntos porque vio que se ponía más jodido de que capture. Entonces tomo 5 para que me garantice los 4.
Yeah, so.
Pero usted usa unos estándar, mira, ya está seguro de volar para el N8AD. No,
let's see. Is 90 knots something that's agreeable, you think?
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. 90 knots is okay.
Okay.
Sí. Ahí podría usar el
Okay.
NOHD, para usar el NOHD seguro, por la distancia. Se me perdió puso topografía, no le puso NOHD. Ok. Sí.
All right.
That is
So
our
now,
sensor, right? Serial number,
yes.
CSS, no? Okay.
Yeah, so this is
go ahead.
from when I loaded the right parameter LiDAR information as well.
Okay, perfect. It should be any problem because the licensing reprocess and reacquire is with the S instead of the H?
It shouldn't be. Yeah, let me see. Well, actually, we proved at least earlier that it is fine in Riacquire because we were able to run it.
Okay. Okay. Se pudo correr, no, está bien. Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
All right. So I think now I'm maybe more happy with this. The variation maybe isn't as extreme. That's 600 meters instead of 800.
Le puso 600 de variación, no 1000.
But it is a bit more sensible with the visibility.
Tú le puedes mirar, en este sí, en este no, de los 20 que hay, a 7 se los aplica así, a los otros lo aplica, eso es ensayo error. De pronto toca varios cines. Pero eso es ensayo
Yeah,
de
so-
error y lo saca. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, no worries.
Sorry.
Yeah. So as long as we fly a line where there's around 600 meters variation, then we should perform with 4 points per meter at the minimums.
Okay.
On average, usually it's around 5.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. That is perfect.
Yeah. Oh, from here. Let me see. I think my my earbuds finally decided to quit on me, so I'm going to play you through my speakers.
Okay, thank you. Uy, se le desconectó porque ya se cumplió el tiempo, entonces que nos va a pasar por uno secreto,
Okay, perfect.
mi querido. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then now we can save this. Usually you would title it with regards to the project requirement, PPSM.
Put FNC, please. FNC. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect.
And I usually like to save a PDF copy of the plan. So
Siempre salva una copia PDF del plan. De bueno, lo puede salvar en PDF también para ver lo que fue lo que puso. Perfect.
and then you can
Ahí
come
está.
back and look at it again. And
Está
then
buena.
also I will export it once more with the these.
Ya está inicial, se mantiene. Estoy navegando ese
Sí, sí. Mm. Ahí lo metió. En los default, no sé a dónde están quedando, ¿no? Ya, ahí lo está mandando. Y
Perfect.
luego le quedan en Riacquire.
And I'd like to touch on a couple of the QC or quality control that you can do directly in here.
Control de calidad, aquí. ¿Cómo se puede hacer?
So firstly, we can see what our swath width might be, which can be helpful for inputting into Riacquire. So our swath width with this flight plan is
2078 para
2000
poner en
meters.
Tracker. Eso pondría en Tracker, 2078.
And this is assuming a 20% side lap, which is usually okay for LiDAR, but maybe
20%, sí. Yeah.
if we're if we're
Queremos
planning
más, queremos más. ¿Cuánto queremos? 30.
Yeah.
Let's say 30.
30? Okay, perfect.
30.
So that will
30 está
change
bien,
our
¿no?
lateral strip separation. So that's strip to strip, so center to center on our flight lines. And then, of course, we have our overlap. Next, we have a very interesting parameter, line distance.
En LIDAR lo puede poner con 20%. Para el proyecto de solo LIDAR le puede poner 20.
So ideally, you want your line distance and your point distance as averages to be identical.
Mire, mano al piar.
And this way, we will have a grid of points rather than large spacings between them. So actually, I prefer this one. So that's one good thing to check. Next, of course, point density. This is always something good to keep track of.
¿Cuánto le va a salir? ¿Cuántos puntos le va a sacar? 4.03, te lo pidió con 5.
Next, we have footprint diameter. So this is how wide the beam of the laser shot is going to be on the ground.
Okay.
So if you are if you're trying to scan very specific objects, so maybe, for instance, a power line, you usually want this to be close to the size of your power line in terms of diameter.
Okay, where you are footprint diameter? Okay. Usted quiere que esto vaya el diámetro de, that's in, what is that measuring, meters?
Meters, yeah.
Okay, so say it again, the footprint diameter. Okay, the footprint diameter of the LiDAR. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah. So 1 point will be this big on the ground, essentially.
Okay.
Like a flashlight, I guess.
Okay.
So if you're looking to scan, a 5 centimeter power line, then you will want your average footprint diameter to be 5 centimeters, which can be done using fly very low.
Ok, usted pone aquí, ya, ok, aquí usted pone el grueso de su cuerda. Si la cuerda es de 5 centímetros de ancho, usted le pone aquí 5 centímetros.
Yeah.
Es claro, para cables, para los cables. Cuando los cables son un cable que va a ser así gruesos de esos de alta tensión, se le pone ahí 0. Eso es metros, 0.05. So if the cable width is 5 centimeters, you put 0.05.
Yeah, it's what you want. You can make this easier to calculate by putting in, instead of topography, you can do wire rope, and you can put in
Aquí le pone
size.
wire rope. Ok, ahí se lo calcula.
And it will calculate.
Okay, and then it will calculate that part automatically. Okay. Si usted le
Exactly.
pone wire rope, él se lo calcula automático. Okay. Sí. Claro, porque ese es el tipo de lo que usted escoge. Aquí tiene esta topografía, le escoge lo que va a volar. No sé si hay café.
And then, of course, we have our MTA details, which we touched on.
If you are going to fly, let's say, coffee plantations, and then you choose just because topography, because of the shape of the terrain, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very specific scenario to use for that.
Okay.
Well, it might be difficult to scan the coffee beans.
Yeah, the coffee beans. There should be an option for crops of coffee beans.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Next, we have our productivity. So this is just going to show how much area we can approximately cover per hour or per second.
Aquí es la cantidad de área que cubre por segundo.
Yeah, you can get an idea of how much area to cover in X number of hours. So this is 243 kilometers.
En una hora, ¿cuánta área cubre?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you
lot
need
of information.
Yes. Oh, yeah, a lot. And then if you need to determine how often you must switch your drives, you can use these typical data rates.
Si quieres saber qué tanto tiene que cambiar los drives, usa esto.
So a typical data rate would be maybe sparse vegetation, where you don't get very many returns, because every shot can have maybe 3 or 4 returns depending on the configuration. But if you have very high vegetation, so maybe like you actually, you'll be flying over coffee plantations, a lot of plants. You might expect to have very high data. So this would be a better metric for you to go off of. So if you fly for 8 hours and you're expecting 62 times 8 gigabytes worth of data to be recorded.
Okay, esta es la cantidad que usted va a conseguir para que sepa cuántos discos va a necesitar, o si tiene que cambiarlos o alguna vaina, pues yo voy a hablar 8 horas o no sé qué. Sí. Sí. Los dos, los discos grandes. Nosotros tenemos de los de 4 gigas para eso.
Apenas 4 teras.
Bueno, listo. Okay.
And if ever you need to...
Yeah.
Go
ahead. No, we have to buy more discs.
Yeah. Yeah. There's never enough ever. It feels like.
Yeah.
I will say I can give you some recommendations on which ones to buy. Mainly, we purchased the D3 4510.
Los discos. Acérquelo. Es el que él recomienda.
Yeah, so actually 4610 is now the new.
Es el nuevo. And those are 4 gigabytes or?
Usually, I would recommend buying either the 1 or 2 terabyte. Usually, 1 is better. It's cheaper.
1 terabyte. Okay, or 2 terabytes. No, they don't come in 4 terabytes. Those ones.
They do, but then the data recorder has issues with the size.
Okay, so el data recorder tiene problemas con el tamaño. Que recomienda 1 o 2. Okay, 1 or 2 terabytes are the recommended ones.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, this. Perfect.
If ever you need to make space prior to flight, you can always use
Si
the
quiere
data
hacer espacio,
and then format.
Yeah.
So
Eso,
this will
for-
format the
los
data.
formateé antes de volar para que you can format the data recorded from here.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, sí,
I actually usually recommend this because
te lo recomienda.
if you format using the web
Porque si
page
formatea la web page no va a ser chévere.
and you accidentally refresh the page while flying,
Y si
so
la
say
refresca
I
mientras
format
Ah.
and I refresh, it will format again. So
Oh, si la refresca se formatea
Yeah.
nuevamente en el aire. Entonces que la refresque, que la formatee por donde él dijo. ¿Sí? Por la opción, no por acá.
yeah,
Ok, aquí. No. Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
yes. So after a flight, you don't want to accidentally reformat. That would be very bad.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Para las tokens.
And then what is the software you use to make the copies of the
Yes. So this is ext4
backups?
Yeah. So
Ahí va.
oh, actually, one moment, I can download it for you. I'll copy it over. So this is one software that's free that we offer.
Este es software gratis.
So in case ever you encounter issues, then there's another software called Paragon. It's also very good. But I for now, ext4 copy should be okay.
Mira, ahí está,
So
las copias. Ese es el disco que recomienda. Software que recomienda.
and of course, if you have a Linux computer as well, it could be very easy to just
Él
copy.
tiene un computador Linux más fácil. Pero no.
Yeah, so it would be this software here. And then you can copy directly through here.
Okay, y lo copia directamente ahí. ¿Sí? ¿Está claro?
La caja para hacerse la copia. Si no sirve la misma. Eso lo puedo sacar.
One question. The CRR, the cases where you put the solid state drives are the ones that we have in 780 compatible with the ones that I have in 680? Just the box itself?
I don't think so. I think it's a different day.
Cree que es
So it would be the crew. What is it
Nos va a
called?
mostrar cuál es. Ahí está.
Crew drive base. Yeah, DP25.
Esa es la que
So it would be
necesitamos.
like this.
Ok. DP25. Ok. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one we need. Okay.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yeah. And then you
Bueno,
could
vamos a
just
comprar
simply
this.
get the removable carrier only.
Removal carrier on. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
If you need this for using in a computer, then
Y
you
si
can use
necesitamos
it.
esta el computador. Ok. Esa para que sea para el computador, sí, para meterla, y esta solamente para cargarla. Isata. Listo. Ahora apply. Tenemos la página, sí. CDSG. Dice bien para que salga después. Bueno. Listo. Yo que he grabado todo eso. Ok, perfect.
Yeah, awesome.
Frasa.
All right. So the last part, which I actually think is the most important.
La última parte.
So the auxiliary limits. So there are two limits to keep in mind. So firstly, the maximum measurement range. It's fairly
Las dos
explanatory.
límites.
This is how far the scanner can scan from.
El más
and
lejos
that
que
would
puede
be,
escanear.
From the scanner all the way to the edge of the swath is how this is
Okay.
calculated.
Es el máximo que puede escanear.
And this value as well.
That's meters at 22,000. No, what is that?
Yep. It's meters.
2,197 meters. Okay. A 2,000 metros puedes escanear.
And if you right click, you can see what the maximum value is. So this is what we're presently at.
Okay.
And the maximum is 2,198. And the reason it's okay to be at 100% is because this value is also calculated with a 5-degree roll.
Okay. Que está
So
calculado con el
yeah. So it's adding an extra 5 degrees onto the FOV.
Okay. Y eso es por lo que das 5 grados más del FOV.
Yeah.
Por el movimiento del Joe. Okay.
The next one is a little more complicated. It's the scan rate range product. So
esa es la scan range, el rango.
As you spin the mirror, which is this here, this value, if you are spinning the mirror too quickly and flying too low, then it can be possible that the mirror doesn't have time to absorb and properly reflect the shot. So it is of lower power as it reaches the ground, and it won't be visible. You will have dropped
so
data.
we do want to have this percentage here of what would be the range?
You want this to be less than 100%.
Okay, ese tiene que estar menos del 100.
Yeah. And generally, if it's below 50%, that means the scan rate is not fast enough.
Okay, si es por debajo de 50. So we want it to between 50 and 100.
Exactly. Yeah.
Este entre 50 y 100 tiene que estar.
Yeah.
Si no puede haber pérdida de datos. Okay.
But usually you'll see.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, usually if it's below 50, you'll see it here. You'll have a very uneven distribution. So if I drop this down, for instance.
Si esto se baja en 50, está muy bajito, esto se distribuye se pone no que sea parejita, sino encuentra unas pelotas ahí todas como desconectadas. Okay.
So here you can see the gaps.
Ahí se ven los gaps.
They're very, very large. So you want this to be fairly even.
Está todo parejito ahí. Okay.
Yeah. And you can also visualize more points as well. So if I wanted,
okay,
can see more.
La machera, ¿no? Lo que muestra esa vaina.
Yeah.
Impresionante.
All right. So I think this largely covers right parameter. Is there any specific questions you have with regards to right parameter?
Not so far.
Okay.
Yeah, we are going to play a little bit with this. Would be too much to ask you if we have any doubt to send you a short email?
Yeah, absolutely. Feel free.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And
we will play around.
Yeah, and maybe we can take a lunch break and come back and have some more discussion.
Okay, sure. Like a couple of hours, 1 hour? How long?
Yeah, 1 hour is okay. Yeah.
1 hour. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, David.
Awesome. No problem. Talk to you soon.
Okay, talk to you soon. Thank you.
Always. Bye-bye.
Bueno. Camina. Oye, la única que hambre tan